All right, I'm gonna start recording now. I'm restarting the stream because we
Okay.
just did a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, I'm not.
It's not at all because he's
Probably good
Let's
to
see.
cut most
Not
of
at
that out,
I'm not
actually.
sure.
We made a lot of accusations last time.
Can you listen? I mean, I'm recording. Jeff can watch it later if he's not able to hear us. I told him just to log in if he could.
It's
So-
way darker in here than I thought it was.
Damn. So
In your haunted house?
Jeff can't participate.
In my haunted house.
No, he's gonna drive.
So the light's going on.
He said he's gonna miss like the. I don't remember what he said. He said.
I just realized me and Hippo are the only ones reversed on the stream. That's pretty funny.
I can revert. Give me a second.
What do you mean?
I don't know, like on the stream,
stream,
we're
you-
reversed.
Oh. Wait.
What do you mean?
Where?
We're
Oh,
reversed.
Soup's
from-
got one of those wide
and,
screens with the fucking curve.
Yeah, this one's a 43, and this one's a 25, and this one up top is a 27, and then you guys are on a 25 over here.
Oh, you got 4?
I got
Fucking
4.
big boy.
Yo.
Fucking big gaming
Hold on,
setup.
I got y'all. Oh, I can't move it. It's too. I can't do that right now. But I got a pretty crazy setup too. I think the same setup.
What the fuck is it stuck onto? Oh, dishes. Okay, my nastiest. Yeah, I've got a white ass fucker right here as well.
Yeah.
A third
I see the
screen.
curves.
Yeah.
Yep, I like them. I can't go back now that I've got this one.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%.
Every time you get an upgrade,
Screen is-
every time you get an upgrade, you can't go back to what it was before. It's impossible.
I think
Yep.
the way Chaz has is the best way. The bottom one is a curved one, and then you have 2
Mhm.
vertical ones, and then you have one above the curved one.
That's pretty good
Just
too.
for shit. Yeah.
It's currently curved, and it's driving me crazy because it's not the same curve as the bottom one, so I'm replacing it ASAP because my OCD can't handle it.
If anything, the top one should have more curve.
I'm thinking it's going to be
Then
straight. I think
I
I'm going to get an
prefer
OLED,
when
just
they're-
a flat
Circle.
panel one. I'm pretty sure.
Nah,
We'll see.
I prefer when they're more curved on the bottom.
I really like the microphone too. It's all like light up and shit whenever you're talking.
Yeah.
To it. That's like crazy.
Yeah, so
I
right
like-
here looks
Fair.
really,
At
really
least
cool,
Toby
and
got
it functions not so
Fair.
much.
I
Like, it functions
understood.
50%, looks cool.
No, you're right.
But when I mute, it does.
What? Sorry, I couldn't hear that. You want to repeat that?
Cool. Yeah.
That's how you. I don't have a button on this thing that just mutes.
I just realized
Like,
his hat says huzzah.
It does. I was
And
wondering
I-
if it was going to be reversed or not.
Like how Lundy just
How can you
jerked
read
off and
that?
came all over his shirt.
I'm blind, so
It's tea, motherfucker.
how are we
I
supposed to
drink
know
A
that?
gallon of tea every fucking day.
Ah!
Are you able to read his hat?
I know some of us here have not progressed far enough to learn how to enunciate.
Huh?
Some of us can't pronounce huzzah.
She asked me how I could read his hat.
Oh.
I don't know how to
It's pretty
read.
far away from me, but
Well, you see, you look at it, and then it's got letters on it. And
Yeah, I
generally
can't see
speaking,
the
you read left to right.
We're just blind. We're just
Oh my god,
blind.
does it say has? Like has?
How is it not extremely blurry for all of you?
It says Hassan.
So if you click on him, he'll get bigger. And then you
Oh.
and then you
I
look
see.
at him, and then you see and then it covers like
Yeah.
basically almost your whole screen.
I hate to tell you, Lundy, it's still blurry.
I hate to tell you, but I'm almost legally blind.
Oh,
So
hold on.
you've got
Let's
problems.
let's compare real quick. I bet she has you beat. I promise she has you beat. I've never seen numbers like the shit that she has before. Hold on. Actually, I have a thing.
How
Not even
fucked are
that
your
bad.
eyes?
Not that bad. I don't think it's that bad.
What you got? Minus or plus?
This bitch is blind.
Minus.
Okay.
Minus.
Minus how much?
These ones are -5 or 5.25.
That
Oh.
does beat me because I'm at negative 4.75.
I beat y'all. I got
Oh.
-6.
Oh
Yeah.
my
See,
God.
people have
How do y'all
worse vision.
live?
With
this
glasses.
if this was the
Dumbass.
1400s, you all would be dead right now.
Yeah.
These cost
For sure.
800. These cost 800 euro.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah.
These are broken. This one is like held together with tape because I'm
I
not
buy-
fucking replacing these unless
I
it's
used to wear contacts
extremely
all the time.
necessary.
I used to play sports, so glasses didn't like cut it. But ever since I switched to glasses, it's been so
Yeah.
much better.
My
eyes aren't fucked
astigmatism
up.
is too severe for the contacts to work
Same.
effectively.
Me too.
They can't get the prescription to the magnitude I need it.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm with you on
I
that.
had
They get
yeah.
lopsided and dry my eyes out too for the same reason.
Mhm.
I have astigmatism in both my eyes, but they're not too bad that contacts can't work with them. I just need special ones.
Yeah, I've tried the
just-
special ones. One eye, amazing. The other eye, it's just like, oh well, you're fucked. My favorite, when I got my license, I got 2 letters in, and they asked me to just give up and stop trying because I wasn't getting out of
Give
the
up, dude.
restrictions.
We're not fucking doing this. It's bad
lady
when the
was like,
doctors are
"Please,
like, fucking
please
stop. It's not gonna
But hey,
happen.
when I transferred my license, they didn't transfer the restrictions, so I could technically go drive right now.
Are we waiting for Jeff?
I mean, how long is he gonna take?
I don't know. He said he would be late. I don't know the exact.
He's sneaking anyway, so I guess
Yeah.
it's up
That's
to
true. He's sneaking
y'all
away from
slash
you
him.
guys. He's running away. He's
like
not being a part of
we
things.
literally just ended with him using his little cork thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
He said, fuck all
And
y'all.
Goose was
That's fine.
comforting
I don't know you.
Ryko.
A very broken Ryko, right?
Yep, Goose the Tressum.
Oh,
Goose is
that's
loose.
that's amazing timing. Well, my friends just messaged me, "Hey, my girlfriend broke up with me." Well, I'll deal with that with you later.
Damn, that's crazy. I got session.
I'll talk to you in 2 hours.
Give me a few hours, it'll be fine.
That sucks. Don't kill yourself. BRB.
I know a number he could call.
Hold on the jump. Just give me like a couple of hours. Jesus Christ. Oh,
Where I know. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna just update Soup's D&D Beyond here real quick.
Yes, thank you.
Dude, this
I've
mac
come
and
to the real-
cheese is fucking amazing.
I didn't like it today. It
It's,
wasn't that good.
it's like peppery and shit. It's so good.
I think
you
that's
make
what
it?
I didn't like. No, it's from Outback Steakhouse.
Oh,
We went there for
That
lunch today.
is updated.
thank you.
I've come to the realization that when I play D&D, I love and like I'm in my element when I'm playing little dubious creatures like kobolds or goblins and rat folk and shit.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Or giant men that have drinking problems.
Listen, that was also fun. That was also fun. I needed to switch it up a little.
I've not seen that one.
So there's Valgor. I'm not sure if Valgor fits you.
I'm in my element when I'm playing complete burnouts who are just desperate for something in life that they have never gotten.
I think you do your
Um,
best performances when you do dwarves.
I do like doing dwarves. I have a lot of fun with them. They're good. Then again,
We love our we love our friendly neighborhood diggers.
Oh yeah, Saruman, you motherfucker! You fucking milk drinking fucking coward bitch!
I love milk. I love milk.
But I'm the racist.
Dwarves, fun fact, are like the least racist group in D&D.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's true.
If you have like even a drop of dwarf in you, they're like, you might as well be a dwarf. It's fine. You're good. We like you. You're a
Or-
part of the family.
Or,
Or-
if you're in the worship the same people in the same guild, they'll take in
Yeah.
gnomes. They'll take in a lot of people. They're
Yeah.
cool.
If you drink
I
enough,
thought-
they'll fucking acknowledge
The
you.
only
I've
reason
read-
they hate elves is because of how
Hold on.
racist elves are.
I read
That's
that.
fair.
I read that halflings were the least racist. I heard that
usually,
halflings bring
usually
in
that happens with
anybody.
mudbloods. Yeah.
Usually, though, with halflings, the problem is that they're very mischievous, and a lot of people just don't like them for that reason. Whereas, like with dwarves, like there's not really a lot of reason to hate them. Like they work hard, they fucking
I
they
don't
believe
know.
in family
They're pretty
values.
abrasive.
They make some
They're
decent
blunt.
metal. If you guys heard dwarven metal, it's pretty good.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, dwarves can be blunt, but they're never like usually like mean about it. They just say how
Yeah.
things are. And if you don't like it, then shit sucks. That's just how things are.
And honestly, so long as you're like making an effort to like integrate into their culture, like any sort of effort whatsoever, they're pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get a dwarf
Dwarves
to give
are
me
awesome.
the digger card.
No. Mm-mm.
That happened with one of my other campaigns that did Need for Fear, the thing that you guys are doing. One of them tried to get the king of the dwarves to give him the digger card.
Half him.
Just
didn't
have
work
a just have a pickaxe and start mining. Then you are legally a digger.
All right, now start the
It
stream.
is the hard R.
Wait,
The
now start the
hardest
stream.
R.
Or a
Nope.
shovel. Or a
No,
shovel.
now-
That also works.
He hit a different octave when he hit the last end of that word.
Digger.
Oh.
We need a black guy to play with us.
I don't
wonder why
know.
they don't. I wonder why we haven't gotten one.
Why'd you send this to me?
Because I was trying to get it off of the Google Doc. It wasn't working.
Google Doc.
Oh.
Alright! I'm ready to.
Okay.
I had a half black, half Mexican, half Mexican friend that used to like try to get me to say the word, both words actually.
A spiga?
That sounds like a D&D monster.
No.
A spiggin.
A spiggin. Spigger.
I wouldn't say the word to him, so we made meet halfway. So I called him my favorite spider monkey.
Oh my, that's worse. That's so much worse. You can't call black
Yes.
people monkeys, dog. That's worse than calling
Yeah.
a nigger.
No,
that's
he
way worse.
he wanted me to call him the word, and I said no. But I have an alternative.
Every black friend tries to do that. Every black friend, like,
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
My
My
daughter.
daughter has this thing where she speaks like a baby sometimes, and if I'm just like stop talking, stop doing that. And but she came up to me one day and she was like talking about this show, and she kept saying, "I'm sorry, but like nigga kids," and I was like, "What did you just say to me?" And I was like, "But stop talking like a baby." And she was like, "Oh, ninja kids," and I was just like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's
now
fine."
start the stream.
No, the stream's been going on, which is worse.
The stream's
Sure
been
that
on
my
for an
Ryko has
hour.
actually dropped this off day at least twice now.
What are they gonna do? Ban me? Fuck Twitch.
Yes, yes, they will.
I don't care. I don't do anything on Twitch.
You're actively going through Facebook, showing people's lives on Twitch.
Yeah, I don't care. I gotta approve some people. This guy declined.
Anyways,
All right.
last time we left off with Ranko having gotten the shit kicked out of him.
Not literally.
And
I helped
everybody
him.
going, holy shit.
My favorite part. It was cool.
A lot of
Your
stuff happened.
favorite part.
You guys hopped on a boat owned by one Valgor Stormscale, who, after he disembarked with all of you guys, saw you guys like split up. Apparently, you had some sort of like special mission going on. He was curious about that. And you saw Ryko fly off into the air. You had already recruited a circus woman by the name of Aura, who is a tiny little fairy girl who has crazy levels of strength somehow, in spite of the fact she has a tiny little body.
She
And
does steroids.
Ryko found his brother, and his brother flew up to him and said, "Hey, go the fuck home. Raigo said, "Fuck you," and then they fought, and Raigo got the shit kicked out of him, and then his brother just brolied him by grabbing his face and taking him
Yes,
down to the
Broly.
ground.
Yes.
Disrespectful.
Kakarot!
Aura then came down and Mitsurugi, as he is called, pointed to her and said, "Are you one of his friends?" And she's like, kinda. He goes, when he gets up, send him home. And they left. At which point, another traveling healer lady by the name of Ducky came over to him and tried to give him a little bit of a healing job, a little bit of a heal job, which did not restore him to his full strength, in spite of the fact that his wounds started to seal. Some of his power had been taken from him from the sheer breadth of the beating. And Raiko has been suffering as a result. During this, the group had been observed from the shadows by a little fella in a mask. Some of the group tried to go and find who that guy was and why he was spying on them, but he just kind of like popped out of the shadows and said, "I don't know you," and then ran away. So-
That's my purse.
That's my
I
purse.
don't know you.
So, with all the chaos having happened, you guys decide to find a place to bring Raiko so that he can figure out what the hell's going on with him and how to fix himself. Now, having seen Raiko beaten and broken and smashed into the ground, I am curious as to what everyone's sort of thoughts are in character, having observed that. Obviously, some of you have never seen him in a fight before, so you don't know how lethal he can potentially be, so you might not have as strong thoughts as others. But you know, you have been traveling with this guy for a little bit. At least Soup has. Neff has, but Neff doesn't have any opinions right now because he's not here.
No opinions at all.
Neff believes everything that I tell him to believe now.
Deep sea
Whereas the rest
fishing
of you have
worth.
different have potentially different perspectives on the matter. How do you feel watching not only the first owl person that you probably ever seen get beat to shit by another owl person, and then apparently have some of his power stolen from him, which is crazy.
Aura's head is blank. She's just like, okay.
This happens.
You know,
Head
Maybe
blank.
they're very territorial.
I mean, would it be fair to say that I was the strongest one in the group?
Did you say
When there was
like you're
two-
not anymore?
No, like
When
I
there
was.
was two of you, then
you know.
probably yeah.
Difficult to say because unfortunately the only people in your group that you knew a lot about how capable they were as fighters is Neff and Soup.
I guess we're doing a lot of replacing.
Yeah.
And Soup wasn't there. Soup doesn't even know. In fact, next time Soup sees you got the shit kicked out of you, he's going to assume it was that strong girl that you're afraid of that you walked off with and then came back all broken. So that's the first thing he's going to assume right there.
Motherfucker got twisted like a pretzel.
Yep.
To be fair, maybe that might actually would have been the same, but you know.
Certainly Raiko was not, I would say, the most physically strong person in the group. He was more a speedy boy. It was more kind of his specialty.
I'm not very strong. I'm
Capable
swift.
is the word capable. I think that you're
Yeah.
are you the most capable in the group? Likely.
Combat
Most lethal.
efficient, lethal. There we go. And yeah.
I don't know. Salmonella's pretty damn powerful.
So, yeah. Aura takes it in stride. Doesn't really particularly find that strange or anything along those particular lines. Valgor, what about you?
About
think one of your passengers disembark, and within like 5 minutes of exploring the city by flying off, just like getting catapulted down to the ground.
When we left, we were together. Has he come back? Have we did you drag him back to the ship, or is he bleeding out on a dock somewhere? What? How did that? At the
So
moment,
he
I
was
don't think.
being he was
I don't
being
think Topi
tended
and I
to
know.
in the streets.
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
think Topi and I know yet.
Yeah, right now, I think last
Maybe.
it was just him being informed he was probably permanently disabled,
I
and
stayed
then
back
attempted
on
to
the ship.
heal.
I stayed back on the ship to set up a soup room, and then went off with Topi's new character, who I can't remember his name right
Valgor.
now.
Yeah, Valgor's
yeah,
probably
Valgor.
doing the whole spiel with the papers and such. And yeah, I don't know what we're doing, but I guess we're transporting people now.
About to
Neth
be an
was with
ambulance. That's what it sounds like.
but Neth was also trying to figure out who the little guy was and where he went.
So I guess it depends on if he's about to get rushed to a hospital or brought back to the ship, depending on how quickly we will find out if our friend's bleeding out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
A loud commotion seems to be coming from that.
That's true.
So-
Depending on how close, we might be able to hear it. That's absolutely
Yeah.
true.
in that particular case, I suppose that you guys would only notice when little Aura is like bodily carrying Raiko back to the ship.
Just
with-
thrown over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder. Oh, as soon as Soup sees that, he's gonna be like, "What did you do?"
That's
Right.
why you have a
Already
printout.
off to some
Okay.
trouble, I see. What could have possibly happened in the time span that got you this fucked up?
You left the ship in 10 minutes, and you're already coming
Yes.
back like this. What the fuck?
You left the ship. It's been 10 minutes. You're coming back in pieces. What happened?
I met another Owlin who happens to be my brother, and he's
Family
really strong.
plus.
Okay, he's
Ah.
really strong, and I don't need this right now. All right, I've been through a lot. Listen,
Yes,
he's
are you
he's
speaking
really
to
fucking
on-
strong. Okay.
Are you delivering this on her shoulder still? Are you flipping over?
No,
She hasn't
I
dropped
tapped
him
her
yet.
shoulder. I tapped her shoulder so she could turn around so my face could be facing him before I did that.
Just like has him like this. Off the
And my
top
wing
of
is
the
still
collar.
kind of like my wing is just like in his face. He
Yeah.
just
Like
wants to keep
constantly
pushing
fighting
it
with
out
it,
of the
like
way.
pushing it away, just like it's hair
Like-
that's in his face.
I don't need this right now from you.
Moves away. I don't need this.
Right. Family squabbles. I do remember those. Not to this extent, but
He's really strong. Okay.
yes.
I'm not weak, okay?
Mm.
Might be now, but I wasn't before.
Not weak.
I'm not gonna
Bro-
say folded like an omelet, but
You're currently being carried like a baby, though. You are. That's true.
I'm just gonna
Just
slowly turn
permanently-
my eyes to Soup.
Permanently maimed.
Be like,
You-
listen, dog, we've been through some things.
you guys see the from
I thought we were
I forget,
friends.
one of the Thor movies at the start where Thor's like hanging by the fucking chains as he's slowly like turning.
Aura's just gonna like think to
Grabbing
herself, and she's
him by
gonna.
the shirt, and Vigo's just like, can he turn me? Can he turn me?
All right, I guess I'm gonna
Or
turn it
she's gonna
kind of
be like-
serious when I'm like trying to be lighthearted about it, and I kind of like break to Soup, and I'm just gonna be like, he was way stronger than I remember, dude. And I might have lost all of my powers.
Soup's gonna take that in because you cared
Ooh.
a lot about your powers. I don't know how you figure that out quite so quickly, but he's gonna say, "We'll worry about getting you better, then we'll worry about what the next steps are. Don't worry now. We'll just Aura, if you would put him to the closest thing that we have to a bed on this ship."
We need to get you a
She's
scene
gonna-
selector.
She's gonna look at Valgor, be like, "Where are the beds?
Beds.
Do we have cots?"
We sleep where we can. Lucky if
Or
we
it's
can
just gonna put
sleep.
him on the floor.
Just the ground.
This is
Just
where
like
I
I'm
actually
sure-
normally sleep.
You're tiny. You're tiny enough. I'm sure we can find like a bundle of rope we can put you on.
I meant for him.
Him.
Yeah.
I don't think we have that much rope. Unusable.
Soup says, if
Okay.
everyone gathers their bedrolls, we can make enough padding for one of us, I guess.
I think she's just gonna put him on the floor. He's fine.
I actually
it's
do prefer it
fine.
on the floor. It's fine.
Just face
I
down on
just
the
I
floor,
just I
right?
just would rather be alone. If you could, I can walk somewhere where I can be on my own.
I don't think you should walk.
I can walk fine. I just
She's just gonna
struggle
pick
to
him
pick
up
up
and
my
put him in the
sword.
like on a corner of the boat or something, just in a lonely little area, and lay him back down.
Ducky's just gonna watch this interaction.
All right. We
Well,
haven't
no.
met. You just
No,
showed back up,
it's just
right?
it's just a random lady who followed
So
him back.
Soup's gonna make one of those looks like when you look at the camera in a sitcom, kind of make eye contact with you, and he's like, "What happened to that guy?"
Some things happened in the sky and he got a little broken. He is healed for the most part, but I don't
goes-
think he'll ever recover.
He goes, and he's telling the truth about it being his brother. It wasn't this girl. This girl doesn't do this, and he's hiding it behind his big strong brother, right?
Well, why would I carry him if I beat him up?
She was watching. She couldn't stop. It was another owl thing. I don't know.
It's an owl thing. I don't know.
I don't. Even if I wasn't that
Racist.
far away, I wouldn't. I didn't know if he wanted any help.
Fair. Well, put him to bed, I guess.
Sleep will probably help, but I did
Wow.
tell him he might never recover
If
fully.
he lost so much, the
Oh.
only road is upwards.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to deliver. Did you tell us that message about his brother and the whole? I guess that's information we now know about he's when he wakes up he needs to go home.
I don't think
and
I
stuff. You
told
didn't even
you
told us
guys
that right
yet.
yet. Okay, so we'll wait on that. Because I asked him how he knew he didn't have powers, but that's the answer, I guess. So never mind.
I
Right.
think
Valgor hasn't seen this new person, right? Has
He
Valgor
just
seen the
followed us.
ferry? Did we pick up the ferry in the last
Yeah.
city, or was it here?
Last city.
Okay, yeah. So it
Mhm.
knows about the ferry. So new lady, and then eventually just a little guy.
New lady and goose.
Hmm.
Well, he
Yeah.
would assume that Soup would assume that you guys were just being friendly and bringing him back, and he would be like, you guys are thank you for bringing him back, but you guys are free to go about your day. We appreciate you not letting him die in the streets.
I imagine, Ducky, this would be incredibly interesting to you. You've probably never seen anybody injured to this particular type of way. Like, you've seen people injured before, beaten, battered, broken, things like that. But having their power stolen from them, that's just fucking weird.
I think if it were possible, could I stay around to monitor his condition for at least a little while?
I don't see why not. These people seem to gather more people constantly. So what's one more?
I would
People
say that
constantly
if
lose
she
them.
were to
Yeah.
show up while Rika was there, he probably would be so tired and realize it's the healer that he would be like, "That's fine."
Soup says, well, we do have somewhat a revolving door. I think that his troubles might be a bit out of range for my potions. It might be good to have someone with your specialty on board.
Okay, we need to get you a VTuber filter and a button to
I
press
don't know
every
what that
time you
means.
do that.
I
It's
printed
where
this and put
it's
it on
where
cardboard.
no,
Look,
it's where
this
you
is a
take
box
that
lid,
picture and
okay?
you have them make an AI VTuber, so it uses your face to talk. So you
Oh my
talk, but
god.
it has that picture as your face.
All right, I'll work on
Yeah.
that.
Are we doing D&D VTubers now?
You can
next?
probably get like a cheap $20 PNG tuber model, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably pretty easy to do actually, but
There's an
Um,
application called Reactive by Fugi Tech that you can just put an image and it'll like light up when you speak.
We
Well,
appear to
I
have
might do that.
lost our eavesdropper for now. He's probably switching or
yeah,
something along those
hopefully.
lines.
Or he might be coming out to his car.
That too.
Going back to his car?
Out to his car. He loses signal sometimes depending on where he is in the warehouse or in the building.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Well, regardless, you guys kind of collect Raiko, bring him onto the ship, get him resting. Decky, the healer who appears to have been tending to him and who has diagnosed his issue, appears to be quite curious about what has caused this. And Valgor, for all intents and purposes, while they're on your ship, they are under your protection. So might as well make sure that they're able to take care of themselves.
Yes.
Raiko, you decide to rest for now, to see if you can't sleep off the effects of this draining that you received. And in the midst of your dreams, you find yourself once more on the coastline of Oregon, the waves crashing up against the rocks of the coastline itself, the sun shining brightly down on top of you, as you look to your right and you see this small dock with an elderly woman sort of hunched and holding what appears to be a fishing rod of some particular sort, very patiently waiting for a bite.
Where am I?
Where you need to be, dearie.
You broke up there for a second. I didn't hear what you said.
Where you need to be, dearie.
Where I need to be?
I sensed your destiny had something to do with an unfortunate turn of events here.
So do I recognize this is the same place as before?
It is the same place
Okay,
as the.
so I clearly know this is the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh,
Be a reasonable assumption to make.
like
Never seen her in this form before, but yeah,
right, but she looks old. I'd be like,
quite old.
so is this your real look, your real image?
I appear as I must to those who I appear to.
Yeah, you might not even have a sex. What can I do you for?
Be a lot of very disappointed gentlemen if I ended up not being at least female.
Yeah.
Regardless. You
What?
have suffered a rather terrible fate, haven't you?
How do you know that?
I know a lot of things. All things that happen, but not things that are yet to be. I didn't know exactly what was going to occur to you, but I knew it was dark, whatever it was. So, you see her fish a figurine that you had made for her out of her cloak, and she holds it up. Would you like to try again, as it were?
Try to make a new figurine because I didn't like this one?
Quite. Come here, dear.
Alright. I walk to her.
She lets go of her fishing rod for a moment and takes one of your hands and places it on top of the figurine. Then moves it upwards so that you can get a good look at it. Stare deeply into yourself. Imagine yourself as you wish to be.
What is this gonna? I mean, are you offering me power? Like, what do you mean to fix myself? Because there's always a cost.
You are correct about that.
So what aren't you telling me?
My goals have not shifted since we first met. Do you remember what they are?
Your goals. Is your goal to survive?
Surviving's a given. I don't really need that.
I remember you wanted the trident, which we did not agree on.
We didn't.
Is this what you speak of?
I can't necessarily make that decision, nor can you, not when the rest of your crew could potentially conflict. What I can do is I can obligate you to me, so that whatever you take, in any case, I can peruse at my leisure and decide which I like and which I don't.
Okay.
In exchange for giving you a power that will allow you to return back to fighting form, one that cannot be taken by your dear brother, I simply want to see through your eyes and experience the world through another perspective. But beyond that, should you come across something that I find useful that you might not, I'll request it. And when you dream, you'll simply give it to me. Whatever that might be.
What could that be?
Nothing the group disapproves of, only that which is free for you to give.
So you want to
And
see
I would
through my
not.
eyes, and that was pretty vague. So you want to see through my eyes, and if something just happens where you could take advantage of it, you want to have the opportunity to do so? Is that basically what you said?
More or less.
Hmm. So how did you find out about this?
Nothing that happens on these shores that I don't know of, and an island is nothing if not a rather large shore.
So do you know what my mission is, what my goals are?
I am familiar.
Are you familiar? Are you actually familiar with why I'm doing this?
Are you trying to test me?
Not test. I just don't know if you actually understand it or not. Because I feel like this helps everybody. You'd be helping yourself.
Dear, dear, dear. I'm not going to stand in your way. That's why I'm offering you power in the first place. I want you to succeed.
Hmm.
So you can certainly trust that when I say that I'd like to take some things, that I'm not going to take something that you find overly useful to your own endeavors.
So you're willing to share your power with me?
I am.
And you just see through my eyes, and is it up to me whether I accept when you find that I need to do this thing for you? Am I even able to say no?
In saying no now, that would be saying no then. In saying yes now, that would be saying yes then.
And you said this would be something that me nor my group would contest. It would be
Of
something
course.
we all agree on, and it would be nothing that would hurt any of us.
Well, consensus rules the day, after all.
I hate this. I hate it so much.
You're not.
I
You're not
feel
good
like I
with.
don't.
You're not good
Yeah.
with how he speaks. You don't understand it, do you?
No, I'm saying this to her. Like I hate this because
Oh.
I don't like having to rely. I don't want to rely on somebody else for power. You know, it makes me feel weak and uh, yeah. So
The unfortunate thing that you don't seem to realize, and something that I hope this will teach you, is that you already have and always have. If you had set out on this journey entirely on your own, how far do you think you would have gotten?
that's fair. That's totally fair. I agree with you. I wouldn't have gotten anywhere without my friends. But are you my friend? This is very different. Uh,
I'm not
I
I'm not your enemy.
Sure, and I feel like this would also be in your best interest to help me. This makes sense. The only thing is, you met Neth and you fucked around with his eye, and he also has someone that he gets powers from that he looks up to, and it's just not a good relationship. And I just don't want that for myself. I just want to make sure that our relationship will be that's more of like maybe partners rather than a
His was
slave.
his was thrusted upon him in a way in which he could not refuse. Ours is a different arrangement. I'm discussing it with you right now.
Hmm.
I am allowing you a chance to consider, to mull it over, to ask whatever questions you'd like, though I can't promise I will always answer directly.
Right. Will it be enough power for me to achieve my goals?
In time, you'll need to learn how to use it first.
How are my friends doing?
Which ones?
The ones that are
The
with you?
newest ones? Oh. Well, our dear little one has begun reading some of my books. Don't worry, the non-dangerous ones. Fiction. Well, these days it's fiction anyway. Knights of... the tales of knights and heroes and those sorts of things. Fables. She enjoys those immensely. She's
Sure.
learning a decent bit on how to read the more difficult books from her surrogate mother, as it were. And they are enjoying their time together in a rather peaceable fashion. And I have had quite a bit of pleasure watching them develop together.
But they're good. You've taken care of them. I mean, I know it hasn't been that long, but
I cannot promise that they will always enjoy their time here, but I will endeavor to make it as comfortable for them as possible. Whether they are, quote unquote, good is up to them.
Puppies.
okay. All right. What do you need from me?
As I said, look into yourself and imagine the you that you wish to be.
All right. I guess I take the figurine and I look at it and imagine myself with powers that might help me counter my older brothers.
You look into the figurine, and the figurine starts to shift. It twists itself and turns itself. Your outfit changes. Your feathers change colors slightly, adding a purplish hue to the tips. Your face becomes more determined, fuller. Your feathers along your wings have a specialized design upon them now in these sort of same purplish hues. And you feel a magic inside of you that you've never had before just plant itself almost like a seed. And it begins to grow like a tree as you feel a surge of magic power enter into you.
Oh,
Your
wow.
brother is rather difficult to deal with as far as a melee combatant is concerned, quite a master of his craft. You'll need more adaptability to manage him. And of course, the rest of your power that can be found in your traveling compatriots.
I did think that picking up more people from my group would and playing as a team. Uh, I have quite the ego to try to best my brother, but maybe I should start thinking a little differently.
Do take
There's
care on that particular goal. Your real goal is to save the world from Adon and demonstrate your usefulness, not only to your family, who may or may not accept it, but mostly for yourself. Defeating your brother, I think you'll find, is not going to be as satisfying as you might hope.
At the beginning of this conversation, I wouldn't have thought that, but you know, Adon is the bigger picture, and my brother is a huge part of my life, but probably not the biggest part of my future. So that makes sense. Um, what do I call you from now on?
Her ladyship, mistress,
My maiden.
the good lady, maiden, if you prefer.
What is wait, hold on. What is a matron? That's the female version of patron. My matron.
Matron is acceptable.
Okay. No real name though.
I've had too many for any of them to matter.
Sure, sure. All right. Well, you'll see everything that goes on from here on out. If I need to contact you, um, do I just how do I talk to you? I'm sleeping right now, so I guess I can talk to you in my dreams. What is this?
Should I choose to? Should I think it necessary? Ultimately, whether or not your astral being, your mind self, appears here is up to me.
Of course. Yeah. Well, thank you. I actually appreciate this a lot. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll show that appreciation by succeeding in your mission.
I plan to.
Prove not to be disappointing.
Yes, ma'am.
There, she returns back to her fishing, and you return back to consciousness, having been asleep for several hours to this particular point. Not entirely certain what everyone else has been doing in those several hours that Raiko's been sleeping and resting. But I do know Ducky, if you're continuing to observe him and see if there's been any changes during the course of his rest, you will note the gradual shift in color tone of his various different feathers in the midst of his rest.
I want Ducky to have been standing over him in like a very awkward, ominous way.
Awkward, ominous, intrusive, not respecting boundaries, all
Yep.
that stuff. Gotcha.
You're like,
Just literally standing over him, just bent over down with your face in his face, just like
big ass
examining
eyes.
him. Yeah.
hmm Watching all the changes.
And this is when I wake up.
You will wake up to Ducky's face in your face.
I want to wake up with like a very serious, like determined demeanor, and immediately just go, ah! What the? Ah! What the? What are you doing?
What'd you do?
I was sleeping. What are you doing? I'm taken.
That's not what I was doing. Changes happen. What'd you do?
Where to begin? I made a deal. That's what I did.
Given Ducky's lack of exposure, she's just gonna nod, but she has no clue what that means.
I want to go find soup.
He'd be in the kitchen. If it's morning, he's making something, or not the kitchen, but the galley room that he's got. He's going to be doing something that's close to breakfast, maybe like fat back and hardtack. I don't know what rations are looking like for us, but whatever that'll pass.
When
I don't know, but I think the sailors will definitely appreciate the fact that rhymes.
I wanna like get up and just like slowly start looking at myself and like putting my hands up like this and looking at them where I can like feel, I guess like a magical kind of like whatever going through my veins or whatever the hell you want to describe it as, and I can just like feel the difference, and but like it's hard to grasp like what it feels like, and it's hard to understand it. So I want to go find soup and basically just be like, dog, you will not believe this shit.
Yeah.
not gonna be
Lay it
happy
out
with
for
you.
him.
So we've got Raiko, and then we've got Cooler Raiko, which is just Raiko with lean.
So you're going to find the door shut, and it's obviously smells somewhat like breakfast.
All right, I'm gonna come in, and I guess I don't know what is Soup doing? Is he just like chilling?
Yeah, he's like
singing
frying
a
up.
tune?
He's concerned about you. The last time he saw you, you were broken. So I think that he's probably spent the night trying to figure out what he can do to help you when you wake up or when you recover.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to just walk up and kind of like pat him on the back, and I guess I'll take my swords and just start like swinging them around like I used to. But then like you can hear the sword like going through the air, you know what I mean? And then just like come to my side.
Soup kind of looks up. He's been flipping hardtack. That's something that takes a lot of concentration. And he looks you up and down, and he sees that you're now a different color. And do you look any stronger? Are you more virile looking, or are you just purple?
I would say, like when someone's like skinny, but then they don't really get more muscular, but they get more toned.
Yes.
Kind of like they look more
Like Tobey
athletic.
Maguire in Spider-Man 1.
I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So
Like
I
parts
don't look.
and feathers, and there's a six-pack underneath.
Yeah, like I would say that I probably look like. Oh, you mean like when he wakes up after he gets bit by
Yes.
the spider? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, do I look different to you?
But more so, it's like I almost had like a personality change to an extent too.
So Soup hasn't really looked at you, but he's kind of been looking, kind of, and he kind of looks up and then he sees all of this that you've just described. And he literally kind of just flops the spoon down. And because he knows you did something, he goes, "Have an interesting night, Ryko."
I did. I was visited by our old friend, the lady by what is it, the lake? Is that what it was?
The coast.
Of the coast.
Andy, don't be afraid, but I saw ghosts behind you.
Yeah.
The child kidnapper. You mean the one that kidnaps children? That one.
That's an interesting way to put her, but yep, that is exactly who I met in my dreams.
And he looks back at it, like frying the thing, and he goes, "Go on."
She offered me a deal. She has her own goals, and our goals align. And
Oh, they do.
they do. Yeah, yeah. You don't think it's beneficial for everybody to put Adron back into his place? Even somebody as, say, powerful as she is?
Soup thinks about that for a second, and he says, "There's always so much more." Let me guess. Vague contract, right? Not really a clear goal on the end.
You know, you're not wrong, but and I'm just gonna kind of kind of like my demeanor changes where I'm just gonna kind of sit down in front of him and he'll be like, because I get what he's saying, and I'll be like, dude, I understand, I know, but what was I supposed to do?
Soup stops cooking again because he still hasn't made eye contact. He's visibly, mad or frustrated or whatever. And he kind of hears you for the first time, and he hears he hears the desperation in your voice that really hasn't been there before. And he says, "I know that you're willing to do what you think you need to do. I just think that sometimes I think that this is a manipulation. Sometimes I think it could go bad for you. I think it could backfire on all of us, but ultimately I back your decision." And he kind of makes a warm, not like a hug, but like he kind of pats. I'm short, so it's almost like a butt pat, honestly. So I don't know exactly how to make that not awkward. And he goes, "I get it."
We're like,
And he
listen,
kind of looks.
go ahead.
He kind of looks you up and down, and he goes, "So this is Ryko the Unbroken, huh?"
And Raiko just wants to look up at him and smirk. And be like, that's such a cool fucking name.
And he goes, "Do you? What is her name? Did she even give you her name?"
Matron?
Matron. That's her name.
That's what I shall refer to her as. She is my matron, yes. I'm.
So she's our
Yeah.
boss, is what you say.
She has lent me some of her power. I have magical strength to replace the strength that I have lost. So
We will see what that costs you, and we will see what that costs us. And then he hands you a plate of fatback and hardtack that he's now finished.
it's like, you know how I justified it? I thought her goals, she doesn't want Adon out, right? She wants to live. She wants to live to the point, at least when she gets off of her little island area or her coast area, where she can go out and live her life. But if Adon is released, that will never happen. So I figure even if this fucks me, and this might sound selfish, but even if it fucks all of us, if we are still able to finish our goal and stop Adon from being released, that saves the world. And if we have to all be fucked to do that, I deem is still an overall good.
You get the feeling that Soup is still really uneasy about this because he doesn't trust things that have this kind of power that don't help out on their own free will anyway. It's always something else. You know, they need something. They could just do this anyway. So that's a conversation for another day. But you kind of get the feeling that he's 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 not mad. He's disappointed. I don't know if that this is like a dad moment where he's kind of like, I get it. It's not that he's shocked and outraged, but he is a little bit sad that you've given up a part of yourself to embrace relying on another, something outside of yourself. Not so much that the warlock thing, but
Does he say this?
he gets it. Probably not yet. I think that if we have a conversation about it in the future. I think that unless you want to have a conversation
Because
about it now.
well, I'm just saying, if you said it now, I would basically just be like, dude, I feel the exact same way. I hated it. I hated it, but I just didn't see any other way. It seemed like the right thing to do, even though there is a lot of risk involved.
Soup says, I think it's best to remember that she needs us as much as you need her.
That's actually why I think it was worth doing. Not that I'm just some thing that she can throw away at any time because I'm out doing something that she is unable to do.
By the way, are you in the room? Did you came in there with me, right?
Yeah, I sat
Yeah.
down at the table.
If we've been in there for any length of time at all, there is an unusual amount of Soup accoutrements spread across this room. He's clearly planning, like he's got stuff laid out all over the place, and there's like drawings that are beginning to be made, and all the table, every surface is basically covered with either a cooking device or something that you recognize might have come from his restaurant.
All right, I just want to slowly kind of like, once we had our little, back and forth and we came to an understanding with each other, because I do kind of like, there's not a lot of people I look at in the group that I kind of search to have approval from, and Soup is kind of like the only person I feel I need that from. So once I've kind of felt like I had that, I'm just kind of like, sort of be like, what the fuck are you doing in here?
He realizes now that he's left the door open and someone is in here seeing, and he's like, "Oh, it's just something I'm working on. I just put some drawings I've got. Yeah, we don't. Your food's getting cold. Why don't you?" And he just like literally pushes you out the door.
I would be like, all right, thank you for the food. And I'm just gonna kind of, as I'm out the door, just kind of turn back and just feel like, all right, and then go back to where I was and I guess chat with Ducky.
He hands you a plate to pass around too. I would think you got like a big plate now of fatback and hardtack.
What time is it? This is in the morning.
I assume. I didn't actually catch that. Did you sleep through the night?
I would assume I got up like really early, and maybe you get up a little earlier to cook food before everyone gets up.
Oh, maybe. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yes. It doesn't matter what time you woke up. Soup would have been up cooking at that
Like,
point.
let's
Yes.
say like 5 in the morning or something like that. And you were up all night doing all this shit and then decided it's time to make food. Yeah. He's on like a caffeine high. And maybe it's just a little groggy, but then showed his caffeine hypiness. But, okay. I like that interaction. I think that's good.
In the meantime, Neff has reported back, and this happened when Raiko was already resting during his dreaming, that he has lost track of the individual who was being all shady and watching you guys, and he's not entirely certain where exactly he's gone off to. He doesn't know if he's related to his own personal problems or if he's related to something that's going on here on the island or if it's related to Adon stuff or what's going on with that. So he does recommend being a little bit cautious in figuring out what exactly is going on here with that individual specifically. And to keep an eye out just in case he decides to make himself known. He does give a description for those of you who were not with him, which is apparently everybody.
About Jeff's character. Is that what you're talking
Yes.
about? Yeah.
Laura and I saw Jeff's character.
So then he would probably describe him to Soup and Valgor, at the very least.
Yeah, the rest of us, other than them two, the rest of us were there. Yeah.
And just kind of explain, he's a small fella. He appears to be wearing a strange mask that has big floppy, like bunny ears of some particular sort, with like X's that are stitched into the eyes. And not X's, big old holes. The stitching is more for the mouth. And apparently two very large, pointy, sort of blackened ears pointing out from the sides. He's not entirely certain if it's a part of the mask, if they've been stitched on or stapled on in some sort of grotesque or morbid fashion, or if those are the person's actual ears. But he seemed like a suspicious individual, at the very least. Neth is a very paranoid person, so suspicious means worrisome.
And wearing a mask means worrisome, usually, for him. But I think he would know if he was wearing that mask.
Yes, he can confirm that it's not the mask that he's that he would normally be worried about, but it still bothers him.
Well, yeah, he's creepy. He's soup-sized and he's creepy.
In the meantime, Crix, you be keeping track of this group because they're weird and they're strange, and you're kind of on edge, looking for weird and strange people who are arriving here who might potentially be looking for you. Because as far as you're concerned, anybody who's weird and strange might as well be looking for you. You track the group back to one of the boats that has recently docked in the harbor. One that, through your scouting, has indicated is being controlled at the current moment by some sort of blue dragonborn. Exactly why, who knows? What exactly a dragonborn is, I don't even know if you know that. They are fairly rare on Oregon, just generally speaking, and you're not exactly native to the surface of Oregon yourself. Been able to measure that they have a fairy among their number. What looks like an elf, an owl person, this blue dragonborn, a strange other kind of elf, who has dark skin, so that's a fucking red flag for you. Out of context.
Mhm.
Took me a second, but I finally got it.
So, knowing that among their number was a dark-skinned elf that was looking for you, and seemed to try and chase you for a little while before apparently losing you, that's got your sort of alarm bells constantly ringing. Your nerves on edge, your kind of nervousness at the highest level, anxiety continually rolling through you. But you don't know why they're here. So you're going to have to do more investigation if you want to figure out if they're here for you or if they're here for somebody else or something else. So how do you figure that out?
So this is during, is it daytime again, or is this during the time that Raiko's asleep and it's kind of nighttime?
I would say this would be throughout the time that Raiko has been resting.
Okay, so I'm going to follow this this seeming drow back to the ship. Kind of stake it out a little bit, and then see if I can somehow, if there's at any time, if there's anyone on the deck of the ship or whatnot, try to get close enough to where I might be able to overhear any conversation.
So you have been staking out the ship overnight, you said?
So I gave Neff the slip, and then I've been following him back to try to.
What time do you think you started? If this is like 6, 7 in the morning now, what time do you think you've been keeping an eye on the ship from? Trying to figure out how much you've seen Soup's activity.
I would say probably maybe close to midnight, whenever Neff would have kind of given up the chase.
Soup's light in his particular cabin never went off, and throughout the night there was individual flashes and sparks and things, but you never not saw activity coming from one area of the ship.
And Ducky just stood that way over Raiko all night.
So was Raiko
I like
asleep
the
in it?
idea that Ducky straight up was just like Raiko's like on the ground laying down, and she's just like legs spread over top of him, just
Hell
like
yeah.
Yep, that's perfect.
She was
Yep.
what?
And-
I just came back. I heard what was she doing to me?
He was just
Exact-
standing
out of
over you.
So
Lundy, are you not wearing
Raiko-
pants?
Not pants, no.
Why would you wear pants in your own abode?
Yep.
Especially when it's this fucking hot.
I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
he took them off because he had to jerk off all over his shirt.
It's tea. Kill
Tea
yourself.
still hasn't dried yet.
Come on.
Tea is made out of something other than just water, okay? It's like sugary and shit, so it leaves stains.
It's a lot of sugar and cum.
No, there's not.
It's
It
only
does
if their-
something.
There's a lot of
only if their
minerals and
blood
there's a lot of
sugar is as
sugar.
high as yours.
There's a lot of minerals, yes. It's not sugar.
No, there's
What are you
sugar in
doing?
it.
It's a protein shake.
Oh, there's a lot of. There's not. I think there's actually more sugar than protein in it.
So, Raiko, he was unconscious on the deck of the ship, or did they bring him inside?
God, I hope we brought him
Raiko's
inside.
probably
I
inside.
think I just threw him on the. I just threw him somewhere. I don't know where I put him.
believe
Inside
I
parts, because
was-
it might rain.
I was kind of like separated from everyone else, like where they would be sleeping.
Yeah, we just tossed you in the corner.
I usually sleep
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
floor. It's just an owling thing.
I was just kind of
We don't use beds.
staking out the ship, seeing if I could glean any information.
You would have just seen Aura kind of just like playing with Goose and the crab. I don't know his name, and just like Pud whenever she could. She was just playing with all the like little
Crab's
familiars.
100% in like some fucking. If a Captain Claw is 100% in some like a slightly elevated area, just like fucking spinning around slowly.
Has Pud met Captain Claw? Oh my god.
Probably not. Captain Claw doesn't like to come out unless like necessary. Otherwise, he's just like going like through the ship, like checking if everything's all right.
He's your first mate.
Yeah, basically. So Valgor doesn't have to constantly be like monitoring the ship or
Yeah.
like fucking moving himself around the ship. Captain Claw's just like going, and every time like someone's slacking off and they see a tiny crab moving across the fucking deck, they're like, "Oh shit!"
I like it.
So it gives the crab a sense of authority, even though it's 100% Balagor that they're scared of. But the crab's just gonna like tattle on them immediately if they see them slacking off. So the
great.
Pud
crab's
had a
like, "Oh
similar
yeah,
role
everyone
in
fears
the-
me."
At the spoon, so they'll get along, I feel like.
Yeah, the crab's
Goose.
just like monitoring the ship. basically.
This dog
Goose
chewed a fucking
100%
hole
is
in the
just
wall.
playing.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah,
probably been
that's-
playing with Goose and like
Just-
asked Ducky if I could paint Goose's nails. Like,
Flying in circles because Goose has
Hippo.
wings.
Hippo, did you say there's a hole in the wall?
This fucking
Yeah,
dog was underneath of my desk, and I had my headset on so I didn't hear it, but it chewed a fucking hole in the wall underneath my desk.
What the
Wow.
fuck?
It's
What the
teething
fuck?
right now, so he didn't have a teething toy, and he just chewed a hole through the wall.
Your dog's becoming a gopher in real time.
Is there a bank on the other side of that wall that it was trying to chisel into, do you think?
Father.
I want to go look at the hole in the wall.
Father,
I
I,
looked
I
underneath, and she
crave the
just looked at
asbestos.
me as she continued chewing on the wall. So I was just like, I don't even know. I'm just that dude.
Father, I crave the asbestos.
It's a brand new house, to be fair, so there's no like lead or asbestos or anything.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, I'm pretty much staking them out and getting prepared to follow them to wherever to try to figure out what they're here for.
Do you see it? Yeah. I could have been outside, like under the stars on the boat.
No, because you don't know if it rains or not. Well, I would know if it rains or not, actually. Funny enough. Oh,
Did it seem like it was gonna rain?
I don't think it would have mattered too much to Aura. I think she just would have plopped him down in a little corner.
don't
Yeah,
I
but
have
I
a
did say I
thing for
left to go be
this?
alone.
You did. That is true.
Let me check. Or is it a spell?
Was that your crab? Are you gonna eat this? Come here, eat this.
Or maybe it was something else. I don't know.
No, come here.
I thought
No,
I thought
no.
I had
Where
like
you
a
going?
thing where I can like know if it's going to rain
This
or
dog is
something,
terrified
or
right
but
now.
maybe it's later in the line.
And I think that's a cantrip. Being able to tell the weather for the next 24 hours.
I mean,
Uh,
I knew
It's a
it was
druid
gonna
thing.
rain today, and I knew it wasn't gonna rain. Also, if it wasn't gonna rain, I don't think you need to know like a ridiculous amount to be able to tell if it's gonna rain that night or not.
No, yeah, but I
If it's clear
thought I had like
skies,
a
it'll probably be fine.
specific thing, or maybe it was a like I can make it rain or something.
Oh, now you're gonna make it rain on him.
Control
What the
weather
fuck,
would be
man?
what you're looking for.
Maybe.
Druidcraft allows you to predict the weather for the next 24 hours. The
Ah!
Druidcraft cantrip.
There you go. Yeah, so actually I would know if it would rain, and if it doesn't rain, then fuck if I care if you are underneath the stars.
He's a stranger.
Alright.
You don't care anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, weather sensor. Yeah.
Having been warned about the potential stalker, Mr. Stormscale, Neff has volunteered to spend most of his time sort of watching the boat and stalking around it himself to see if the person in question ends up coming across you and yours, or seems to have any sort of malicious intent.
Who's talking to me?
I'm informing you that Neff has decided to stand guard over your ship, to keep a lookout for the stalker
Okay.
in case he shows up and appears to have any sort of malicious intent.
Okay.
This motherfucker's using chopsticks.
The crab also has blind sight, so if the fucker's invisible, he can see through it.
How do you eat sushi?
Kinda, sorta.
My hands.
No, I
What?
think it says in blind sight that it even if it's like magically invisible. It can
Well,
see it
blindside
just...
things can't see any at all. The point is they don't need to see things.
Yes, yeah.
They just hear things and like are able to like
Basically.
echolocate and things like that.
Yeah.
But that's usually a very small radius.
I believe so.
30
So
feet
unless-
looks like.
Yeah, so if he doesn't specifically come to the boat, I believe, then
Blindsight
should be
covers
fine.
things like tremor sense, or echolocation, or things along those lines.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I need to make the crab ownable by you.
Yes.
What?
Own that crab.
Crab.
Captain Claw. The picture should be in the Need for Fear, but just in case it's far and I don't need you to go digging in there, so I'm just gonna send it to you in the Need for Fear D&D chat again, just in case.
We should pin it.
There you go. There's Captain Claw with its one peg leg.
Nice.
Yeah, Quaw.
Captain Claw.
I'm not fucking with Captain Claw. I'll tell you that right now.
What?
I'm
You better not be cooking
I'm not.
Captain Claw.
intimidated by that claw.
Those are the tiniest claws I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I was about to say those claws are tiny.
Those are some unintimidating claws, let me tell you.
Nope.
It's not the
100%.
size of the boat; it's the skill of the captain.
Mhm.
He's dangerous with those claws.
Yeah, that peg leg is killing me.
It's so good.
Yeah, claw. Do. Captain Claw. You now have access to Captain Claw.
Yes, he's beautiful.
He looks correct.
Yes.
Let me
he
rename
does.
him into. I'm gonna spell claw with a K. 'Cause that's
That's
cool.
better.
Is Captain also spelled with a claw or no? Or K or no?
No.
It's getting
No.
dangerously close to
Should
something
definitely
else,
be
so-
spelled with a
Fair.
claw.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think CK's good.
Yeah, that could be his nickname, CK.
Aw.
Captain Claw.
Ol CK. So after Raiko has awoken and shared with Soup, and they have connected a little bit about his desperation and his need for power and the sort of various potential issues with what has been brought forward here. During the course of Neff's sort of scouting of the ship, he has set a little bit of a silent alarm system with you, Captain, for when he comes across the intruder in question. And trying to think of what that silent alarm system would be. I want to say he would probably be invisible. And he would probably just sort of tap you on the shoulder, and lead you to where you need to be so that you guys can more or less double team him. Double team. So with you both now out and about, he manages to follow this stalker down into the storage room where he appears to be looking for something. I would estimate that Crix, you're looking for some sort of documents, some sort of orders, something to indicate who these people are, why they're here, things along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And while you are sifting through what appears to be an empty room for right now, the Door closes behind you as Captain Stormscale and Neth trap you in a room. And both of them, specifically you, Captain Stormscale, notice Crix's small and lanky masked form as he turns to regard you, looking panicked, scared, and looking like he's trying to find a way to run away.
Entangle.
Entangle.
Wooden floorboards are gonna start twisting towards you and grab you by the legs.
It's just like vines.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
All right. Looking at
These
what?
rose vines through the
Oh,
floorboards.
what's it? And I pull out my dagger and I start frantically hacking at these vines, trying to get away from them. Just no. Hacking and hacking as it further kind of starts grasping at my arms and whatnot, and I'm kind of incapacitated.
Neth comes over to you as you attempt to start hacking at the vines, and he kind of grabs a hold of you.
No! I won't go back! You're not taking me now!
Like shouting over top of the shouting of Crix, trying to get everyone's attention. But I imagine Crix's shouting would probably end up getting everyone's attention.
Right. Yes, I'm casting silence on him as well. just a tiny area of silence on top of him, basically.
just around his head.
Yeah, basically. So just gonna do that as well.
I thought I loved Jeff as a wizard. Nah, I love him way more as this.
Well, you haven't seen
you should see him as
Angus
Minotaur.
Wellington.
So now he's just yelling to himself without any noise coming out, and Balagor's just kind of just standing there waiting until he stops the fucking.
Since you made the silence thing so small, like entirely around his head, and he's still like wiggling his head around wildly. Every once in a while, a little bit comes out. He's like that.
Yeah. Balagor's gonna stand there just waiting until he stops to the panic and.
Oh, I'm not stopping. He is.
Yeah.
He is hurting himself trying to like dislocate his shoulder to get out, and
it's okay. The child will tire himself out eventually.
What time is this happening at?
This is not terribly long after you had woken up and spoken to Soup.
Okay.
But since of course you went to bed at a weird time, this is probably like in the middle of the night.
Okay.
So I imagine the commotion probably gets everyone's attention, leading all of you down to a storage room where a strange little man is being held and is squirming around as vines are poking through the floorboards, and grabbing a hold of his arms and his legs and his waist and trying to keep him still. Neth's behind him, also grabbing a hold of him, trying to keep him still. One arm underneath his neck, the other arm sort of like wrestling with his mask. And as you open the door and you gaze upon this particular scene, you watch as Neth manages to rip the mask off of this little fellow.
no, not the mask, no!
Unfortunately, we don't hear any of that.
True. As you just see a panicked, exhausted, incredibly frightened deep gnome.
To be clear, I'm still in my room unless there's a huge enough commotion that I've come out of it.
Oh, I am like destroying my
Well,
voice.
you heard how he sounded initially. So that happened before the silence spell got casted.
It's
And
like
of
an
course
alarm, and then it just got like. Zoop.
So I'm assuming literally all of us went down there together.
Sure. If Soup wants to say that it wasn't quite as urgent enough for him, that's fine.
No, I mean, if I heard it, I would. I just didn't know how close things were happening, you know?
I mean, it's not a big ship.
Yeah, okay, then in that case, yes. If I heard it, and I would come to where that is, but if I didn't, I would have no reason
Everyone
to leave.
that's on the ship definitely heard the initial fucking.
Okay, then yes. Yeah,
screech.
I did. I left 100%. I was just, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
so
you
now-
found him!
Yeah, so now Balgor's just kind of waiting until he just like stops screaming because it's loud and annoying.
He looks upset.
It's well,
Give
yeah,
him his mask back.
of course he's upset. He's entangled and silenced.
What
He
if?
he
What
he
if
needs
this-
to scream, but there is no voice.
Yeah, but like, what if this mask like helps him from dying or something? Like, it's a magic mask. Like,
What if
he's-
it's cursed, and now you've got the curse?
Yeah,
He would
like,
have died. He
Well,
would have died.
hold on. Maybe we should walk up to him like this, just like, calm down. We just want to talk, right?
Soup, if he's making himself known by now at this point, he would draw the connection between you holding the mask and this short person, and he goes, "Oh, this is the Bunny Man."
The Bunny Man.
Buddy boy.
Who the fuck is the Bunny Man?
If you bite that wall, I will beat the shit out of you. Do not do that.
The man in the bunny mask, the one that Neth was looking for. He described the bunny, the mask, the Bunny Man.
Right. What is he doing on my ship?
The Benoy man. Neth just kind of shrugs. I don't know. And he doesn't look like he's in a mood to talk right now for some reason.
Mhm. We'll wait until he.
He started. It's
Stop
almost like you
screaming.
can see him like whimpering and like recoiling into himself. Just no, I don't know. I can't go back. No, you can't.
Does it
take me.
look
No,
like
I
he's
don't
not
wanna
yelling
go.
anymore?
No, please. Almost like pleading.
It doesn't
I
look
want
like he's
Ducky
not
to
yelling
just
anymore.
keep asking them to give him back his mask because he looks sad.
Does it look like he's not yelling anymore?
It looks like he's whimpering now.
All right, so the silence can come off. So now he can hear us, and we can
And
hear
you just
him.
hear, please, no, don't bring me back to the coin of cruelty. No, anything, please, no.
Okay,
please.
calm down.
First of all, what is the coin of cruelty?
It's not a place sounds like I want to go anyway.
And he continues just kind of no, just almost like shrunken into himself. No, I don't want to go back. No, I can't. I won't let. No, I'll
Right.
kill myself before those drow take me. No.
Well, first of all, we're not gonna bring you anywhere. I just want to know why you are on my ship.
Wait, he said drow. Neth looks like Neth is a drow, or Neth looks like a drow.
No, he
Shadow
just
Kai.
has he's a Shedar Kai. He's not a drow, but he does have
He
like
looks
sort
like a
of
drow.
like strange skin.
Timu Dragon.
Neth would probably need to clarify that he's not. What I don't know that he might be mistaken. You know what I'm saying? If he's afraid of drow, we probably should let him know that he's not a drow, or at least that drow.
Yeah, Neth will sort of like look at you as he's holding you. He's like, I'm not a drow.
How do I know you're not with the coin of cruelty?
I don't even know what that
I had
is.
to. I had to check. You don't have any. You don't have. You don't have a bounty for me.
We
don't even know who you are. We all say in unison.
You walked onto my ship.
I had to find out. I had to know for sure that they hadn't found me.
Okay. Since we can now say that we are not whatever you thought we were, can I let you go? And we can talk about this without any unnecessary screaming again.
Okay.
Good.
Well, please. Now I have to actually get back to my Crix voice.
And Valgor is just gonna like
Please,
let go
I
of
need my
let
mask.
go.
I need my mask. Please, please. I need it. Please, as I'm just trying to frantically take it from
Neff, give him his mask.
Well, hold on. Why do you need your mask?
Well, he's clearly not well. Just give him his mask.
Yes, but
I
what if
need it.
this is
They're
a
gonna find me.
magic
They're gonna
mask?
find me. Please, I
What if
need
he
it
takes the
fast.
magic
Quick,
mask
quick,
and
quick.
then disappears?
I don't care. He's gonna start yelling again. Valgor's gonna grab the mask and give it to him.
And then he
No,
like
he's just playing. I got it.
frantically just like shoves it on his mask and just like kind of fixes around and turns it back. And as it slides over, you see my eyes through the eye holes, and then it just kind of collapses into darkness, even though there's plenty of light to shine through. And
Right.
okay,
Are we better now?
that's better.
Good.
Do you not like light?
No, this prevents me from being tracked magically, and I can't go back. I can't let
All
them
right.
find me.
Now,
You
well, why don't we
swear
start
you're
with
not with the coin of
introductions?
cruelty?
The only coins I hold are golden.
What is the coin of cruelty?
You don't want to know. You don't want anything to do with them.
Okay,
They're ruthless.
How about we start? Who are you? And why are you on my ship?
Me, I'm as he just kind of like looks around. You can call me Crix. Crix, I'm Crix. Yeah, that's it. I'm Crix.
Good enough for me. Who are you hiding from? Other than the coin? What is why?
Just kind of sitting down on a small crate or bag of potatoes or something. Just kind of like still shaking. The coin of cruelty it's a crime syndicate from the Underdark. I have a
And
bounty on my head from them, and I've been running for as long as I can remember.
Make a
okay.
history check. Does Soup know about that? Is that a thing?
Oh, it's true. Yeah, have any of us heard of
Mm-hmm.
coin? Me with pirates, anyone else with any thievery? Lundy?
Do you know? Sorry,
You're good.
the question. Repeat it.
Has any of us heard about coin of cruelty in any way, shape, or matter? With me with maybe pirates talking, or somebody else with thieves or something? Anything?
Or if they go way back, Soup with history.
Yeah.
Likelihood's a little bit low, but I will say
I've been working on my history. Are we able to roll for this? With Henrietta?
not yet for you. I think Soup may make a history check, and Valgor may also make a history check from different perspectives.
Hmm.
Oh. Okay then. So Soup, you've just kind of been around a while, which gives you some perspectives on things, just generally speaking.
People talk in the
Um,
diner.
The coin of cruelty, as you understand them, is, as has been explained by Crix here, a Underdark based sort of thieves guild, and because it's Underdark based, tends to be a lot more rough than a regular thieves guild. It is run by drow primarily, as you understand it, which does mean that they tend to be rather mean to all the rest of the various different members of the group. Many of the members underneath them are not willing members, generally speaking. They are forced to, through various forms of conditioning, to perform all manner of different types of subterfuge and sabotage and assassinations and things along those particular lines. Some of them are forced to fight each other for the amusement of the drow who are in charge. Um, all of the actual hierarchical positions are purely just drow, whereas deep gnomes, Svegenbergers, Dwergers, all of these various different other sort of underdark races, if they are members of this particular group, then they tend to be ill-treated in various different ways.
Okay, yeah, Soup. He's going to understand what that means at this point. I don't know if he's going to relay that to everybody, but he understands that he's in league or at least running from some really awful people.
So you now have that information in your hands. Do with as you will. The very least, you have somebody in the group who can confirm that Crix is not just some raving lunatic talking about like fairy creatures that don't exist.
At any point he starts at least stops screaming. Soup would, kind of approach him and say, I've heard of the people that you're running from. They have a pretty bad reputation.
As you approach, Crix flinches.
Oh.
And hearing that, he relaxes a little bit. You don't know of what they've done and things that they're responsible for.
Soup says, "Oh, I've heard enough stories." He says, "But we're not with them. They don't. I don't think they've even heard of them. They're very underground, and we don't tend to be underground."
Oh, they're definitely looking for me. I've had to run from several cities already. Don't think just because we enter the Underdark they don't have power here.
Soup says, "Well, I would like to offer you shelter, but could you maybe tell us why someone of such ill repute could be looking for you, and why it would be a good idea for you to hang out with us in that case?"
They've got agents of all kinds of races. I don't know why they could be with you, but
To be fair, there are two strangers on board. I don't know anything about these two. She was standing over him like a lunatic all night. I don't know what her deal is.
I was observing his condition.
I was a
I'm sure she saw a transformation too, by the way. So
I was a participant of one of their hunts. And by hunts, I mean they hunted me for a week. amongst with several others, and it was due to some luck that I was able to escape, but not without killing one of the scions of House Zarath. They have a blood vendetta against me, and I don't think they'll ever stop chasing me.
Does that name ring any bells?
Which name specifically?
What you just scions of
House
What?
Zarath.
that one? Mhm. Is that the ravings of a lunatic, or does that have some bearing?
I don't even think you would know that.
Okay, fair. um, Soup says, "Well, when was the last time they had contact with you? How close behind are they?"
I will leave that up to Lundy.
Main point is, he doesn't know. But he is always certain that they are simultaneously as far away as they need to be for him to feel like he's almost free, but as close as they need to be for him to never feel like he's ever going to get there.
Oh my god. Okay, so we need to have a sidebar to see if it's a good idea to bring aboard this person who basically the Russian mafia is hunting actively, because I'm pretty sure that puts us into a pretty severe crosshair that
Yeah.
we should probably discuss.
To be fair, we're no stranger to such things. However, do we really want to take this on, or just throw them all overboard?
My
It's-
crew's
Character
filled
Soup
with
says,
my crew's
we
filled with thieves and murderers and even worse people. What's another?
Well, Soup in character is going to go, well, we already have enough enemies.
As long as I'm wearing this mask, they can't track me magically.
Well, there you go.
So, wait, they know
It's
you're
your boat.
here right now? Now?
I don't know if they were scrying for me at that moment, but they might.
So we move. Simple.
Move now.
Also,
Yeah.
my brother's still on the island.
Making enemies left and right, aren't we?
I don't bring
So-
any enemies to the table.
I think you might be the enemy.
I don't think I am, but I could be. Who knows?
He might have said that under his breath
Lightning
just a
bolt.
little bit. He just thinks that you're just a little creepy. That's all.
She
Like,
is creepy.
well-meaning-
She tried to kiss
well-meaning,
me
but
when I was
creepy.
sleeping.
No.
There's a small group of animal protesters who don't think that you should be allowed to have Tressums as pets. I gathered
Huh?
outside the boat with signs.
She gets
That's
blood
Goose's
thrown on her.
choice.
Aren't those flying cats? Aren't those sentient?
Yeah.
Yeah. The cat's just like fuck
It's his
off.
choice.
It's like her only friend, though.
You guys don't know my background yet.
I think I'm
Also-
getting horse girl vibes. Are you horse girling?
As long as y'all are still traveling with my boat, I'm just gonna try to take care of you.
It's your boat. It's your. They've got your tag number.
Hmm. I'm sure we
thank-
can.
Thank you, Lizard Man.
I'm
What?
sure we can.
Wait.
Take a couple of. What was
What?
it, drows? If
So-
they
So what is happening here?
show up.
Why would we take this man with us? What does he have to offer?
His boat. The Soup just complained about that in the first place. We all complained about that, but ultimately it's not our call. So if he can just hang out on the boat, he can hang out on the boat.
It's like
Right,
don't
I'm
care
saying
if he-
this to him.
if-
Like, why would we?
if he joins you guys, that's not my decision. All I care is about if you take him, I'll also protect him because I'm currently taking care of you guys.
So
You
this
guys
isn't
are
up to
traveling
you.
by my
It's up to
means.
us.
Yeah,
Essentially.
it's your party that I'm taking care of.
All right,
type,
then I
you know?
say. So I'm gonna look to the healer. I'm gonna be like, I like you, and I'm gonna look at Aura and be like, you're one of us. And do we think he. Well, okay, I guess I'm just gonna look at Crix and be like, do you even want to join? Like, why would you want? Because this kind of abruptly happened, right? Like, do you want to join us? And if you do, you don't even know what our goals are, and we don't know what like anything
We
about you.
didn't murder him on the spot, so that's
Yeah,
we got that going for
So
us.
here's the sort of issue. Knowing how thoroughly vindictive and dangerous this particular group is, if they were searching for him and perhaps in the mere moments that he did not have his mask on, they were scrying on him and found him and listened to not only him but also all of you talking, it is possible that whether you keep him with you or not, they will track you guys down to figure out what you know, and they do not mind. Uh, in fact, they would probably prefer that even if you do tell them, they'll probably just torture you.
Drow are
Shit.
fucked up individuals. I do not deal well with drow in any
I think the
setting.
best answer then is to just go ahead and get out of here.
All right, real quick, how have you been dealing with these people up until now, other than running?
It was quite easy to capture you. Yeah, how are you alive?
There's not a
Easy to
tactful
capture
way to
me.
say that.
Why should we take you?
I,
To be fair, he came to us.
well, I've been able to sneak wherever I've needed to. Can break in and through, able to get anywhere.
You're a
Um,
rogue.
Yes.
And I'm gonna sit back and kind of like think about Tick.
And when luck is on my side or when misfortune is on my enemies, I have proven to be rather fortuitous enough to kill one of their promising scions. It's if I'm backed into a corner, I can kill some if I need.
An
Well, as
experienced
long as you
blade
can
into an
defend yourself.
ever-growing arsenal.
So you just want to be somewhere you feel you can be safe, even if it means you might be put in danger?
Anything you guys can encounter will be as bad as what I'm running from.
Yo, bet.
He's right there.
uh,
That's true.
mm, you know, we had a rogue with us. He died.
Must have been a pretty bad rogue.
Burn!
The face that Topi is making right now.
Well, he was in love, and he made in love type of choices.
That's his problem.
I don't love
Know,
anyone.
I will tell you that if you come along with us, it's the kind of decision like once you choose to be with us, you're with us. And what we're doing and what we're doing, because I recently came to the understanding that yes, we actually do need to recruit people for our goals and our missions that we're on. Um, it's a big mission. It's almost an impossible mission, but we do need people, and a rogue would be great to have with us. But how how can we trust you?
You can trust me as much as you believe that I won't go back, and if this is my best choice, if I can help you for a modicum of camaraderie and safety and protection in the group, then I will work my way.
I want to look around and be. Does anybody have like one of those truth spells?
Soup's gonna speak up, and he's gonna go. Ryko, I believe him. something about the tone and fear in his voice. Now I don't know if it's a good idea or wise to take on the boy who says he's fortuitous that's running from the entire Underdark and ended up captured on our ship. But I believe him.
It's
I
more
believe that
that
he's
misfortune falls on my enemies.
right. This is the biggest issue I have is I've spent a lot of time with honorable courage, courageous men, and fear makes people act in cowardice. And I want to know that if, we get into situations that requires him to be a partner to us rather than running when things get to be, shitty. Um, that's really what I mean by like trusting him.
So
Because
tell him not to cry if the mask comes off.
let me be clear. If you do anything to endanger our group, or if you do anything uh, that basically not only just endanger, but to put us at a disadvantage, I will kill you. However, if you do prove yourself to be a good partner to us, we will look at you as a brother, and you are part of us until we complete our mission. And we promise that if you help us in our mission, we will protect you as a group.
Deal.
All right then. You can keep your mask. I don't, obviously I don't see any reason to, mess with your mask. Um, but this does involve us trying to. We have to tell you guys about some stuff and like what we're actually doing, and that includes the two of you. And I'm gonna look at Aura and be like, Aura, you're here under mission. Actually, does Aura know yet, like exactly what she's doing here with us? I don't think
Oh,
she's been in.
to my knowledge, she just
She was
she
told
just
to come
showed back
here.
up. You're
Right.
on Rumspringa or something, right?
Well, no.
I
She
was
was
just
told
told
to
to
come
help.
here. Yeah, she was through what the hell is his face? What's his name?
Quaker?
Yeah, Quaker told the guy to send her to help us. So, but we don't. I don't think we've told her what we're doing yet. And I guess for the sake of like time or whatever, I'm gonna look to Ducky and I'll be like, "You're a healer." I can't help
Yeah.
but think, actually, I want to know. I want to know more about Ducky. I'll be like, there is a lot that we need to discuss if we're all going to be a group together. We all have our own goals, but we all have this one goal in mind, right? Ducky, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, I'm just looking for my family.
Uh, what do you mean?
Uh, we lived in a forest. They went missing a couple months ago. So I've just been wandering trying to find them.
What forest?
Uh, Avelia Woods?
I'm just gonna like pause and look at Soup and Neth, and I'll be like, and when did they go missing?
I don't know the exact amount of time. It's just been Goose and I for a while.
Would you say about a month?
Could be, maybe more.
So how do you know they were missing? Like what happened?
Uh, Goose and I were out gathering stuff and we came back and all the people were gone. All their stuff was still there. I brought some of their stuff and I'm gonna have Ducky just get out like all of the items that she brought for her family,
I'll be
which
like,
is a locket. She has a shield.
so these people, they were wielding this shield, they were wearing this locket, and all of these
Mhm,
items were on them.
mhm. Except for the sickle, that was usually just resting by the house.
I'm gonna sit and think for a second, and I decide to basically commit to telling her, be like, Ducky, I don't think your family left.
No, that's the only explanation. Is they left. They had to go do something.
We exchange knowing glances, and now's probably the time to fill in everyone at the same time.
Ducky, I feel like even if you were to join us or not join us, you have the right to know this because of why you're here. So whether you decide to help us or not, I'm gonna decide to tell you anyway. And then since it would take like way too long to like go over everything, I'm basically just gonna tell them um, everything from like the start to finish of where it started when we were in Conquer and how we saw Adon, basically everything in like probably like 15 minutes of explaining it to him. And that's when I'm gonna like turn to Ducky, and I'll be like, and then Adon fled to Avelia Woods, and basically she should understand at that moment that like how he turned everybody to ash that was around him and Conquer, that if he went to Avelia Wood, the idea would be the same thing probably happened to whoever was around him in Avelia Woods.
One second. Ducky's appearance is just gonna change from the white hair that you guys saw her with and go full like winter Eladrin. She's not really gonna talk. Her appearance is just gonna get very, very cold.
You look like your ears grew.
The AI does weird things to ears.
You do look
She's an elf.
Cold has the opposite
dangerous.
effect on elves.
That's a good one. That's such a good one. So what Ducky just changes?
She's in winter. She's been in winter, but her appearance is gonna look a lot more
Deep
drastic.
winter.
Yeah.
Big
We're like,
winter.
so I'm gonna look at Crix and I'm gonna be like, you still feeling the steel?
Again, they were instantly killed. That's better than my fate if I get caught. I will help you.
He's got a point
Thank you.
there.
Yeah. And I'm gonna look at or I'm gonna be like, I understand Quaker sent you here, but I'm not gonna force you to stay with us if you don't want to.
My ringmaster asked me to do this, so I'm going to.
Okay, and then last but not least, there's Ducky.
There's no other thing for me to do.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna put like a hand on her shoulder and be like, we'll stop him, and maybe that will give you solace. And then what does Valgor look like during us discussing all this? Because he was sitting listening to all this shit.
Yeah, Balgor's just kind of like,
Like Mr. Burns.
shit.
I just got freedom. I just got my own ship, and apparently,
Yeah.
God's gonna
I'm gonna turn to
Fantastic.
Valgor and be like, oh yeah, you can't tell anybody about this shit.
And we're basically piling all this on our Uber driver,
Yeah.
You get in the car.
Then I'll
Hey,
take care
listen,
of
man.
you, so I guess I'll take care of you.
You just open the door. You get inside the drive. Hey, listen, man. The world's gonna end here real soon, so we're gonna need your help.
Valgor's just like, I promised you, so I'm gonna keep that promise, even though you withheld information that was significant to the deal. But
Well, we are with
Fuck
you,
it.
and this is gonna put your
if
life
the
in
world ends,
danger.
it doesn't. Yeah, if the world is about to end, it doesn't fucking matter anyway. Whatever.
Soup
Sure.
leans over really quietly to Neth and he goes, wait till they find out about the masks.
Turns out we're being hunted by somebody else as well. Because Neth's here.
Yeah, actually, I am gonna turn because I'm gonna turn to Neth and I'll be like, nah, we'll wait for this one.
Because who
This
knows
is-
when it'll come up, you know?
Let's read the room. Let's just one at a time. So
Let
then,
him process things bit by bit.
like, all
This
right,
sucks, but I'm not gonna go back on my word. I'll still take care. Yes.
okay. So I do have a question for Lundy, out of character,
Mhm.
because of what's happened here. And we're at Grovair. Obviously, there was a lot of shit we're supposed to do in Grovair. But the way things have played out, we thought we might have to relocate because of Crix's thing and because maybe my brother's still here and I don't know. It it feels like there was a lot planned for Grovair. What because I guess like when we talk to like the rest of the group, where are we relocating to? Like what do we do now?
I mean, it's up to you in terms of what you want to do. If you want to like return to Grove Air another time, that's all. That's fine. You could also just continue through and investigate what you can, while trying to avoid your brother. You can move and try and seek some sort of protection in one of the major sort of forts here in Grove Air and be like, hey, if we help you out with something, can you just like let us stay here for a little while? Because there's something else that's going to be happening here in town. We don't even know exactly what it is, but we need to do investigation, figure it out. And when we do figure it out, I promise you, you're going to be happy that we took care of it. Like there are multiple ways to go about it.
Right. All right. So I want to like look to Crix and be like, listen, we have business here, but you said if they were we don't know if they, but let's just say they were scrying. What does this mean exactly?
Well, it means if they have an agent on the island, then we'll see him soon. But if not, it will take however long it took you all to get here, for them to get here.
How dangerous would an agent be if they were here?
By himself, that could be as dangerous as any other killer.
How long have you been here?
Just long enough for me to see you all and this one here as he looks up to Neff to check to see if you are with the coin of cruelty. So I've only gotten here recently though.
Okay. We do have business here, like I told you, I guess when I recapped with all of them, that we're here for Lady Vitella, um, in order to help make sure that everything, it was at Ironstone Hall, right? To make sure that that doesn't go to shit, I think. Um, so what do we want to do here? Because we came here to find this person. Do you guys want to risk it? I feel like if we're a team and we work together, if they send an agent and it's a single man, is this something we would necessarily need to run from?
It might be an embellishment, but Soup says if the stories I've heard about them are true, a single agent could have this ship burning already.
And what are the odds they were scrying at that exact moment? His mask was off for 30 seconds? A minute?
Soup clarifies with if they wanted to burn our ship, I think they just would. So he's saying we could probably hang it. We're as safe here as we're going to be anywhere else if they have the kind of power that he knows about. It's kind of what the point he's making.
So would it make more sense to just go onto the island and leave the ship? Because if they were scrying and they saw like through him, like saw him, they would see him in a ship,
True.
right? Or would they see like on a GPS location like where he was?
I think that would depend on the spell.
Is there usually, from what you guys know, like a wizard sitting at a ball just at all times, like fucking,
That'd probably depend on the importance of the person.
How important are you, Chris?
Kind of fucked up to ask.
Well, I mean, like, I'm sure he can answer with
How
realism.
important are you?
Yeah.
I'm not important at all, but they're upset about the person I killed. But I had to survive. I had to get out.
Right. Well, I guess we can take a vote or just talk. What does everyone think? Should we stay here and just stay together and try to find Lady Votella like we came to do? Or do we leave to maybe go up and go to Ravenreach?
Soup says, as long as you can avoid your brother, we might as well do what business we came here for.
How do I do that? I could be under a spell to make me look different. I mean, I do kind of look different, but I don't think I would
You
look
already
different
look
enough.
different. I don't know how many other Owlin are in the island, but
Lundy, would you say I look different enough that my brother would just see me as like maybe not his brother?
You just got a
I mean,
purple
looking
hue
at
to your
you,
feathers.
like
My eyes changed and some color and my feathers changed, but I don't think it really. And in my
you went to
muscular,
Hot Topic.
I kind of
and
like
you
got a
dyed
little bit of
your-
muscle. Yeah.
You went to the gym and you went to Hot Topic. Now you're an emo owl and you're trying not to be recognized. Now you want to be taken seriously.
He's an email.
I mean, is that
I
different
mean,
enough?
it's your brother. He'd probably recognize you with a
Yeah.
dye job and some extra muscles.
Does anybody have anything to help me, disguise myself? And also, Aura's here. He knows Aura. And maybe Aura could do a undercover kind of like change as well.
We could bash you repeatedly. I'm sure that would make you look different.
Can I
Anybody else have
polymorph
any
you?
ideas? Anyone else?
No, let's go with that one.
Does anybody have like a who's really good at this shit?
If you try to hide, I could help you with that.
What do you
Am
mean?
I able to polymorph him into like a random little creature?
Don't
Do you have
polymorph me.
polymorph?
Do not polymorph me. That's not no.
Make him a sheep.
Polymorph is all right because it doesn't last forever. What you gotta
Yeah.
watch out for is true polymorph.
Wait,
Make
hold
him a
on.
sheep
Wait,
forever.
hold on. I'm a warlock. I forgot. I got shit. Let me check something real quick. I forgot about
Listen,
this.
I got a solution.
That would be a solution.
Oh, well.
If you need,
I don't really have.
I could make it so it's at least harder for him to passively notice you.
How would that work?
Mysterious presence.
You know what? I have a robe on. I got that thing. I got that thing on me,
Who's
Mhm.
got that
Where is it?
thing?
I got the mantle of spell resistant and the cloak of displacement. So I have a robe. I can walk around, have my wings underneath my mantle and my robe, and I can just literally just have my head down.
You're gonna Assassin's Creed it.
Aren't you like
Hell yeah.
7 feet tall?
He is, yeah.
So,
You're very tall. You're the tallest thing here.
I am not 7 feet tall. I'm 7 feet 9 inches tall.
Oh my God. that's
Doesn't
not
make
better.
a
You're
difference
almost
when
8
you're
feet. You're
4
right.
feet
So you
tall.
almost take 4 squares.
But in this world, I feel like there is a lot of tall fucking creatures.
Maybe in this world. I don't know about in this island.
I feel like
Hint in our
it's not like
party.
I feel like when you see like an 8-foot person like in on this earth, it's like holy shit. But like if you see like a 7 foot 9 inch person like in this world, you're just like you see it not super commonly, but you see it like every now and then to the point that it's not like what the fuck is that?
So
I feel
I'm
like that's
going
fair.
to chant a little bit in Underdark, just really under my breath, and then touch you. And
A
then
general
all of-
range for Owlin is between 3 and 6 feet tall. So you're like
No, hold
unnaturally,
on.
freakishly huge
When I looked at
for
it,
an
when I
Owlin.
looked it up, it said something else. I think it was said 4 to 8 feet.
If it's anything like Aracocras, it would be about 5 feet tall.
No,
4
they're
to
not like
6.5 feet tall.
Hmm.
Small owlin range from 3 to 4 feet tall. Medium owlin are around 4 to 6.5 feet tall.
6 to
So
6.
so you're like freakishly huge. And so
I
is
feel
your
like-
brother. Y'all are like
Yeah.
a different kind of breed, motherfuckers.
They're built different.
Built
When I
out.
looked it up, it said 4 to 8 feet. I don't know. So I just did like the upper end of what it said when I looked it up.
Of course you did. Because everybody does that.
Well,
Unless you're
no, I
specifically
was
looking
supposed
to
to
make
come
small
from
character.
a warlord, like kids,
Yeah, I
like
understand.
fucking.
Nah, y'all are freaks. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with D&D.
That too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you and your brother are both freaks of nature in terms of your size. Which is also another reason why he would probably normally recognize you, because he'd be like, "There's no other owlin who's fucking this tall."
Well, I would say my mom is like normal size, but my dad is like the
brutishly big
freak
motherfucker.
freak. That's why he's the
I
warlord
don't
of the
need this
wastes.
image in my head.
like Shaquille O'Neal and his wife.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your mom splitting apart trying to lay you two.
You know what's fucking super big side tangent? But do you guys remember Jaws from the James Bond movies?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So funny thing about him.
Jaws.
So he was Jaws. He was in the OG James Bond movies. He was the guy with the
With
fucking
the
metal teeth.
No.
He tried to
Like,
kill James Bond
Which
in like
James
at least
Bond?
2 different movies. Like OG James Bond.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. What is? Who played Jaws?
No. Which
Jan-
James Bond?
Moonraker, I think.
Richard Keel.
Okay. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
never watched that shit. No.
So
I'll send you a photo.
this guy's a legitimate like 7 foot tall motherfucker. Like he's like legitimately that tall. And in the second film that he was supposed to be in, where he was gonna have like a little bit of a weird redemption thing, they were gonna make Jaws like a good guy. They wanted to give him a love interest, but like the casting director was like, the difficult thing is that we need to find like a woman who's like super tall that like goes with you, and he, and the actor who's playing him is like, you do realize I have a normal sized wife, right?
That's fucked.
Raiko actually also has a normal sized woman that he is supposed to marry once he gets back from whatever he's doing.
You do realize I have a normal sized wife, right?
Because they literally asked him, they were just like, because they were like, is it possible that you could, that it would be realistic for somebody who's maybe 6'6" or 6'4", and or and he's like, you can have them be like 5'6", it's fine. They're like, yeah, but would audiences think that's realistic? He's like, that's literally what happens. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't
most
make
women
any
are.
sense.
My wife is smaller than that. What is your problem? I'm not a different species.
Interesting.
Uh,
All right, so I'll just walk around with my cloak on and use this thing he's putting on me.
Yeah, as I cast that on you, you notice his presence. He like kind of diminishes in the room. Not so much that it doesn't look like he's there, but as you're like looking in your peripherals, he just kind of like fades into the kind of dead space.
Wait.
And if you're looking past him, your eyes kind of like glance over him, unless you're actively like, oh, let me look at Raiko.
This is a cantrip. You can put this on
It
everyone if
is
you
a
wanted
cantrip.
to.
It's concentration.
Ah,
Yeah, one
gotcha.
person at a time.
So, but she's not as important, but she can look very different. It's not like if he sees her in a different light. Maybe she
Who?
just doesn't fly around everywhere and shows she's a fairy. You know what I mean? He saw Aura
Oh yeah.
too. So if she just wears like a coat over her wings and, kind of minds her
Why
own
don't you guys
business.
just be
Wait,
mindful of other Alan too? Because like if you avoid him, you know, just be
Yeah.
on the lookout for 8 feet tall Alan, and we should be all right in theory.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna stay here and do whatever we have to do. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever
Okay.
we were here for, I guess.
Well,
If that was just to get your ass kicked, then we can, whatever it is.
Yeah, are we done now?
yeah, right, guys. That's Kate. This whole arc's done. Moving on to the next one. So I guess the active question is, what are you guys going to do now that you're here? Now that you've decided that you're going to stay here, you're going to fix whatever sort of problem that the Adon cult is probably causing here. What sort of issues they're doing? Like, what are you going to actually do? What is your method here? Because you can't just run around and explore everything, because that's what got Raiko's ass kicked. And his brother made it clear that he is not going to just let him go next time.
How long has Ducky been on the island?
I'm gonna say you came here probably fairly recently, so probably a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Does she, with how long she's been here and just like healing random people, does she have any knowledge that she can provide them with?
Um, hmm. I'd say in the time that you've been here, you probably noticed one thing that's a little bit strange, and that's that there's been a moderately growing conspiracy theory amongst drunkards, specifically, that there's something off with the water. They think that the nobility is poisoning the water and making it do stuff to people. They don't know what, and but they're not willing to test it. So they've been, you know, you're some of the drunkards are convinced that this is the case, which is normally just sort of blown off by people. Um, you've investigated it yourself in terms of just asking other people who are not a part of this conspiracy if they notice anything strange about the water. They don't think it's strange. And when I say water, I mean the drinking water, like
Yeah.
the stuff that flows down from the mountaintop, the sort of wells that they've made for themselves, the little sort of like water catchers, the tiny little ponds that they get water from. They think that no, it's fine, it tastes fine. That they don't seem to notice there's anything strange about it.
Okay. So the streams are haunted.
Yes, streams are haunted.
Streams are haunted.
If you relay that, was that me? If you relay that information, Soup would say that he's got to go into town for a few things anyway, and say that shiftily. And then maybe he can talk to someone while he's there, or a few people while he's there.
Moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted. Is there any particular area that, like, the drunkards that have given me this conspiracy theory that they've stated or that they're drinking around?
Is their drink made from water? If it's beer, is it made from poisoned water? Are they not getting poisoned? Is it made from the same water that the town is drinking? There's a lot of questions that the drunkards might know accidentally.
Yeah. And Ducky's naive as hell, so she probably asked so many.
Oh, good, good.
Alright, well, there's something happening here. My brother's presence confirmed it, so Neff is the one who discovered like a lot of the stuff at the last place we are, and he has a lot of really good intuition on this stuff. So with Ducky knowing this stuff, what do we do?
Well, it depends on if you can leave the boat or no. No, you're good. So, yeah, Soup's gonna go into town and talk to some shopkeepers and pick up some things and sell some things and do things like that.
Hello.
Ducky see them?
Listening to this, Crix is just kind of nervously playing with a deck of cards as he's listening in.
So right now, the most that you guys know is that there's some sort of rumor about poisoned water. I don't know if that's the case, but that's all you've got to go off of as of right now. You could potentially try and find some more information. You know, Raiko knows that he found his brother sort of like in the midst of the wilds up here that have still been more or less untamed and unused in that particular sense. So hopefully, if you stay out of there, then you're not going to come across any problems. There's also the main barracks of the various different guards here for Grovair. Whatever sort of nobility is in charge of sort of organizing things here might know something. Maybe more of the locals might know something. Like you've been to plenty of cities and towns and such that have been dealing with Adon cult problems so far. At least, well, Ryko has. And the usual method to figure out what's going on is to go around and collect information, find these sort of like abnormalities. In Ironstone, it was fairly obvious that there was some guy who was enchanting loads of the populace using his music. In Riverdam, there was news that there was a regular visitor to the mayor who was very intimidating and strange. And there was a lot of rumors amongst the people that the mayor was being forced to put in various different like restrictive policies that were very unlike him. In Twiland Hill, obviously, there was the fact that you guys were being hunted from the onset, and that you tracked that down to one of the counselors, who turned out to be a demon, working with the people with the cult of Adon. So, it just takes, looking in the right place and asking the right people, generally.
I
So I'll
had to
go
go
with
into a part of the house where I missed like half of that, but
Ah.
Ask
I'm
questions,
sure
get
everybody
answers.
else, yeah.
yes.
Sorry. So basically, just
Basically,
investigate like normal.
Do the same thing that you've been doing in all the other cities and towns.
Ask
Yep.
questions, get answers.
Okay. All right.
I'll follow Neff with that.
So we're not gonna
Not
be
Neff,
leaving this
Soup.
island for a while, yes?
What's a while to you?
Week, couple of days.
I would say a week is a decent guess.
Great.
We have to find Lady Votella, get her back, and I would assume that possibly getting Lady Votella back might be integrated into what we're doing anyway. I don't know if that's the case, but I can't remember, Lundy, out of character, who stole Lady Votella, or like what was that again?
So the So Eric Volman in Ironstone indicated that Lady Voltella, a woman that he considered to be almost like a surrogate daughter to him, an adoptive daughter of a particular sort, a woman who's very important to him, is in a gilded cage here in Grove Air. Now, he did not mention who put her in the cage or what this cage looks like or like how much of that is metaphor, all that sort of stuff. But you do know that, at least from his reporting, reminder of the reporting of the madman, she is here against her will and serving Adon against her will is the main thing.
Well, if we're gonna be staying here for
serving
days,
Adon against her will. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so it is directly related. Okay.
As what he indicated.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So he says, right?
So we find Lady Votella. We basically that's what we need to do. While avoiding
Right.
my brother, but my brother, I think he's kind of. What did he say? He said that he was the. He was here to look over operations here or some shit. I think. I don't remember
Balgor's
exactly
He said he
what
was
he
going to
said.
absolutely beat your ass. That's what he said.
Yeah, you didn't have to say it. You.
he's here to send you home now.
So
I
the
don't
issue
know what it was doing
is,
before.
I know we're trying to avoid my brother, but if he's here to oversee operations, that that might be a little harder.
Be prepared to meet him again,
Yeah.
I can
just in case.
at least help with investigation.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're going to the bar, I could get a game of cards going and figure out where the conversation goes.
Sure. Yeah.
Balgor's also gonna let the crew go with the knowledge that we might be here for a week, but be prepared for it to be less than a week. So y'all are free to go about y'all businesses. Don't get
Well-
into too much trouble because that's gonna come back to me.
So what are you
We've
gonna be
got those
doing while we're here?
rings. We've got those rings. We can definitely communicate while we're apart, as long as we don't make in too many groups.
Yeah, no, I'm
Is
I'm
that-
just letting like my crew to live their life without the shackles of the ship for now.
Right. So what are you guys gonna be doing while we're here doing this?
I don't know. I'm helping you guys. Whatever you guys need.
You seem like you seem to know a few things about a few things. If you could look into this with it, whatever connections you have, you know, maybe talk to the ports, maybe talk to whoever you can, see what you can find out.
You've got sailors, right?
I can ask a few of my men to ask around.
If you could send them to some of the more seedier bars, maybe they could get some information from there.
Shady places, yes. Okay. Valagor's just gonna ask like a couple, maybe 3-4 men to just like ask around about this, and this, and then if anything comes up, tell me. If not, then just do whatever you want.
Soup says, make sure to ask your least trustworthy looking men.
Dude, they're all
My
fucked
time
up.
here. There aren't
They're
too
my
many.
fucked up people.
There aren't too many shady places. All the bars seem rather nice. And the context of the dark, where even like
Yeah.
the most shadiest shithole,
Like
is
half the
just
half the places here are like pirate bars where like things are definitely shady, but like his context is just like fucking places where people are sold as slaves on like on a stage, and that's the good fucking bars. So a bar where people don't really talk too loudly to each other and they just kind of look at you with a little bit of a stink eye. He's just like, that's downright kind.
yeah.
I want to ask Aura for a favor. Since her and I, need to, or more the ones that should stay out of sight. I want to ask her for a favor because I just don't understand what I've been given so far. So while they go out and do like an initial screening to see what sneakily to see what they can find out, I want to basically spar with Aura to try to see if I can like learn my new
Again?
powers and get to know my well, because I don't, not to understand her but to understand me. Because I just don't know what I'm capable, what I have. I don't know yet. I just was bestowed
You want
this
to see
stuff.
if she can still kick your ass.
Listen, she didn't kick my ass. She beat me in a race. All right.
And
This,
arm wrestling.
that's not beating my ass. That is beating me in arm wrestling. And maybe Ducky can heal us every now and then when we need it. But
That's very close.
also, since her and I are probably going to be the frontline people, understanding how each other fights in general, it would be a good practice to know.
That's fair.
We both fly, so I guess we can go wherever the fuck we want.
You guys are about to have Dragon Ball Z battles?
Fly.
Hell
I can
yeah.
technically fly.
Can you? Do you have wings?
I have draconic flight. I can fly for 10 minutes per long rest.
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
I guess we'll come over here. Actually, what does this area look like?
What would that place more or less be? I'd say this would be kind of like a little bit of a mining spot for like more materials to keep expanding the city and what is currently like a large town and turn it into something bigger.
Right. I just want us to find somewhere secluded, like maybe like over here on the beach. You know what I mean? Like where we're by ourselves and we're not near anybody. So like maybe like back here or like over here. We just we fly, but we like stay low to the ground until we can find somewhere we can be secluded. And then we do this for a little bit amount of time while they go out and see what they can find. Is that okay with everybody?
So you two flying over here and seeing what's going on over here. If anybody's got anything to say, I don't know if anybody else has any other like particular things they're going to do. I know that the idea floated around to go to various different shady bars and ask questions, or make the sailors do that for you on your behalf.
I was
Was there?
going to, if Soup said he was going to go look for some information, so I was going to see about going into a bar and getting a game of cards going, and
Okay.
using that as a focal point for kind of shooting the shit for what's been going on. I'm
Soup's got an
also
extensive. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
also, as we were preparing to go out, I again chant in Underdark a little bit under my breath, and using for Fneblin chants in whatever that language is, and you see the mask just kind of like meld into just a deep gnome face that's not quite the one that you saw when he removed his mask.
I like that. Soup has an extensive shopping list that he's been making. In fact, he's got his journal open right this second, and he's checking off boxes of things that he has and what he doesn't have. And it's obvious that he's pre-made this list, and so he's headed to any general store, trinket area, repair shop type, places that have run by an older guy that knows a lot about a lot and would have an ear to the ground like a bartender would, but on the merchant side of things. Like a thrift store. Is there a thrift store here?
Yeah. places where poor people, where well, not poor people, but just people in general, just drop off things that they don't need anymore, so they can give it to people who could use it.
That's what he likes.
Like, if anything, some of the sailors are also playing cards at the table. Just
In
one
that
or two.
case, before we delve into these, I need to use the bathroom real quick.
Same, actually.
So be right back.
Yeah. God damn.
I forgot to do one thing during my mask unveiling,
What'd you forget?
to burst into flames.
Dang it.
What?
You gotta save
burst
that.
You burst into flames when you take your mask off?
But
It'll be a
with my
party
mask, I
trick.
can burst into flames.
Can burst into flames. What the
Yes.
fuck kind of?
You'll have to save it.
What?
Do it
the
as a party
fuck
trick.
kinda-
Like right as he grabbed my mask, I would have burst into flames, but I forgot about it. And then the screaming really would have gotten to a crescendo.
Yeah, no, I think it's good that you didn't.
Given that we're inside of a ship.
Yeah, not only that, but you would have been tossed out.
Get him
That
up!
was
Quick,
the
put out the
breaking point.
fire!
Well, actually, I got like things that can like just disperse fires. So actually, never mind. Should be fine.
Oh no, my
Fucking-
fidget pencil.
Fucking tidal waves your ass.
Capsizes the ship.
48 bludgeoning damage. Like, stop that. Hell yeah, we got all the motherfuckers back in there. Sharpshooter. Right. I'll also be right back.
Ooh, the deck of illusions is the thing.
Mm.
Sorry, I had to put my daughter to bed.
How dare you follow your fatherly duties?
Yeah, and the dog was barking at her. They sleep in the bed together. So.
Why was Oakley barking at her?
You know, like the dinosaur that changes color.
Did she scare her?
No, it fell, and then she saw it change color, so she kept smacking it, and it would change color again. And then she would bark and smack it, and it kept changing color, and she didn't know what was happening. So
Oakley discovers electricity and lights.
yeah.
Oakley is terrified of anything modern day. Like a truck drives by, terrified, hiding.
All right. Ooh. All right. So what's happening right now? I missed.
We're waiting for Topi to
For
get back.
Topi to get back.
I know.
And Tatum.
What did he had to go take a shit, right, Lundy?
Me?
Yeah.
Piss.
Oh, so he took a quick shit and changed to cum shirt.
I don't know
Okay.
what you guys are doing. I know the sparring is happening, and then
was-
I've decided that Ducky's just gonna look like a crazy person pacing and ranting to Goose, who doesn't look entertained.
Who was around when Soup was doing his little checklist?
I think just Cricks, unless somebody else went with me.
Hmm. Okay. What would Neth be doing here?
Mm-hmm.
He probably
I'm
be doing
back.
the bar hopping. I think.
Going with Crix?
Keeping an eye on Crix.
I think so. Yeah.
I think he also fits the vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe he
Are you
shares.
looking at
Maybe
me?
he shares with them. You know, you're not the only one.
What, y'all drinking?
You get a couple drinks to him, and he's like the
Y'all
mask.
getting cranked?
Actually, that would make sense. Like if Neth and Crix started saying, "Yeah, let's go get some drinks," and then Valgyr's like, "Drink."
Yeah, no, drink? Huh? Yeah, as a little kid on a pirate pirate
You've
ship,
had your fair share of grog.
He started drinking at a very early age.
Didn't
You know-
stunt his growth though.
Does this camera I'm using look pretty good?
Yeah.
This
It's
was a
way better than whatever you used last time.
This is a $10.50 camera.
That
It
was a
doesn't have to be
$20
that
camera on
good.
Amazon.
Yeah,
No, I used a coupon on the coupon or on the discount.
yeah, no, it's a good camera for that cheap. Hell yeah.
Nice.
It
Almost
probably
tried
don't got like any extra features or anything like that, but it doesn't have to. That's the
Oh,
thing.
it has this.
Working.
Oh well, yeah. Surprise,
Oh, no.
surprise, surprise! You can do that with tape.
Yeah,
Why?
but like
technology.
I don't know where mine is. I don't know.
Mine's-
I don't
mine's
know
all
if I
getting
know where my
from
down
cover
below,
is.
so I can just do
Microphone
this.
though.
Mine's like
I can do
rubber.
that.
Mine's like rubber underneath it, like.
It looks weird.
It does, yeah. It looks weird from here.
All right, so who are we gonna follow
So-
first?
Well, it's really just two groups, really.
3, right?
Drinks.
Because because
You and Aura going over here. Oh, fuck! I thought Soup was on the tavern hopping train.
He's going to the stores more so than the bars.
Right.
It's okay though. I don't have to do mine a whole lot. He's just
Fuck you.
asking the same questions. There you go.
Damn, Soup's going to the actual normal stores. Fuck you.
No, I said fuck you, and he said that's okay. We don't need to go. Fuck you. So alphabetically speaking, Valgor, you were sending your sailors, right? You weren't actually doing stuff yourself.
Yeah, no, I sent my sailors to like a couple of them to just like ask around if anything comes
Listen,
up.
guys, I know you
report
guys are
to
going
me.
to go out there and you're going to party. While you're out there,
They're
just
gonna
ask
do
some
it anyway.
questions, figure out if there's anything weird going on in town.
If there's nothing, keep at it. If there's something, come back to me in the morning. Meanwhile, I'm going with these guys. So, you know.
Okay,
So I'm going with the bar hoppers as well.
gotcha. Well, Soup, we're gonna go ahead and start with you, Mister. Don't worry about me.
Okay. Well, when you get off the boat, he's looking down at his journal this whole time. Like he's got like a bunch of things listed out and check marks and drawn through and lines and things, and he keeps like referencing schematics and flipping them around and then writing another note. And He's basically got his head completely down. So if there's anything obvious that would be like a merchant area or like a secondhand store or a thrift store like that, but he's just going to kind of walk until he finds something, unless there's like a sign.
Okay. You do find a couple of just on their journey, just generally speaking, as you're glancing around, you do find that there are a couple sort of donation spots, donation slash pickup spots for various things that one might need for any one particular reason. Not just clothes, but just also old tools that perhaps a widow might give whose husband died, or maybe kids who lost their parents but aren't like craftspeople themselves. There's different types of there's a lot of different types of just knickknacks inside one of these particular shops. Very varied, wildly in its product, quote unquote.
Is there like a? I mean, I know there's like a shopkeeper, but is there like one specific shopkeeper, or is this like a Walmart where there's a cashier all over the place? So I want to talk to the person who looks like it owns the place, if that helps.
Buried in a pile of this sort of knickknackery, trying desperately to have some manner of organizational skills, is what appears to be a gnomish woman who is just flitting through all these sort of like small statuettes, various sort of carved pottery, like ashtrays, just trying to separate things by things that are handmade, things that are quality, things that are not quality, and just having the most difficult time in her head trying to get all the metrics down while she's looking at these things. And she does not even seem to notice you, as even when you're like right behind her, she's just like, no, I don't think that. I mean, it is handmade, so it was probably made for like a father or something along those lines. I remember most people to usually make something like that for their parents when it's like when they're really young, when they're maybe like 4 or 5 years old, they really want to give something to them. So there's a lot of value to that, just generally speaking. But I don't know if that value really translates to other people. So do I really put it with the quality stuff? I mean, it isn't really all that well made, but it's very clear that it was made by a child. So I don't really fucking know, to be entirely honest. But I could probably put it with some of the more expensive things. But I don't know if there's a lot of people would really appreciate the idea of sentimental value that comes from somebody else. The sentimental value is very
Overhears all this,
so.
and he interrupts and he goes, "It's not about the value. It's about the quality, and it's about what it was made for. And you know, nothing is perfect, but nothing is worthless. And it looks things have more value than they seem."
And she kind of swirls around to you on what appears to be a gnomishly made swivel chair, which is just this little circular stool that she that's barely off the ground for her as she switches over to you with a what is very clearly a somewhat warped clay ashtray in her hands. As she looks to you and says, "Oh, hello there. Sorry, you really shouldn't be too focused on my neurotic problems. Is there something that I can do for you?"
Oh, I was just poking around. I've got a little project I'm working on. I'm just looking for odds and ends to sort of fulfill my needs or substitute for my needs. I'm not picky. And I just happened upon your shop.
Well, I do have a wide variety of different things available for your perusal, depending on what exactly it is that you're looking for. Do you have something that's in mind, or are you just looking around right now?
He goes down and he kind of looks at his journal and he's checking off things. And he goes, "Well, it looks like I need canisters, glass vases, something that can hold uh, a volume of things. I'm just I'm." And he kind of shows her his schematics, which is for the first time he's sharing this with somebody, and it kind of if what she could see is sort of like what would be made out to be a weapon, sort of, but like with diagrams drawn in different places and in point with arrows that would say like gas canister or vial holder or like wrapped with leather twine and like little question marks and stuff. And he says, I'm just missing some odds and ends for this. And he kind of passes her the journal and sees if she's got anything laying around. Ultimately, I am just putting money in this to finish out what I'm doing and +1 it. So this is just how I'm spending the money to make this happen. You follow me?
Examining your schematics for a bit and sort of strokes her chin and then kind of scratches her head for a moment as she looks to the various different parts before giving a bit of a nod. "Hmm, yes, I think I do know that there is some idea here. Depending on what exactly it is that you need. Obviously, the first thing that you noticed, the first thing that you said to me was that you just needed canisters and glass vials and things like that that could handle various volumes of things. But from what I'm looking at here, it appears that there are more specific specifications, so I could make a little bit more better use of these. I do have a list of various similar containers of sorts, which I can potentially peruse. I do list them by dimensions, so that will be a little bit more helpful for you. But if I had to give a quick estimate, just going based off of your schematics here, how much exactly of all of this do you need still?
It's hard to say, and it depends on some theories that I'm testing and whether or not they work once they've been tested. But I'm missing about 1,000 gold worth, it looks like. But I would say that's for all my projects. I have this hydraulic project, and when he says hydraulic, Puds kind of, if he had ears, they would perk up, and it rolls forward, and he says, it's a bit of experiments with fluidity and hydraulic machinery, and I just need something that would hold, well, a sentient fluid.
Well, the sentient fluid isn't really a problem, to be entirely honest. Sentient fluid is actually very easy to contain in most containers because sentient fluid tends to have the ability to violate several different sort of usual facts of the matter when it comes to regular fluids, whereas most fluids tend to find their level. A sentient fluid is able to keep their form, so that's easy. But I can sell you all the various different pieces that you're looking for. It looks like you're looking for enchantable metals too. So that is going to be quite a lot, as you said it. It's you estimate this at about 1,000 gold. I'd say your estimate is about correct. What do you have it with you at the moment, or are you just looking for some of the parts for right now?
It's all in pieces back at the, he almost says shop, and he goes, shop. I didn't bring it with me here. It's more of a theoretical process, you see. I just need the hoses and pieces to bring back. Or are you asking about the gold? He's got some fat
The gold.
pockets. Oh, he says, well, let me count. And he kind of takes out his wallet and he goes, well, I got the potions before. And he dumps it out and he goes, I have 918.
Goodness gracious, that's less than what you said, and less than the actual estimate itself, even. Well, I suppose if you can get the rest, then that's fine. But I'll go ahead and sell you at the very least 900 gold worth of things at the moment, and you can get to work on that as you please, and we can potentially handle the last of it whenever you acquire the rest. Clearly, obviously, you are either a very rich person, just generally speaking, or adventurer of sorts, so you should be able to find the rest of the gold fairly quickly.
And he says, "Oh, I think we'll be spending a few days here. I hope so. Hopefully, it won't take me too long to find this. Even still, I've got hours worth of work to do, so I'm in no rush."
Fantastic. Well, I'll go ahead and sell you most of the materials right now. We'll just call the other 100 for later.
Thank you. I appreciate your kindness. And then he kind of slides, as he's sliding her the gold. He says, "All hail to the forge maker."
I'll tell the forge maker.
And then he takes his enormous bag of. Actually, he's going to probably put this stuff in his bag of holding, I would say. I don't think he's going to Santa bag this home on the ship. So he's going to put as much as he can in the big magical bag. And he goes, "Oh, before I go, we're going to be spending some time in this city for a while. Is there anything you can tell me that we should know, or strange going-ons, places to avoid, such like that? Gnome to gnome."
Mostly, I would say that the vast majority of Grove Air is nice and pleasant to be with. Most of even our less well-off individuals don't tend to be crazy or dangerous to any one particular degree. I would probably mention that you probably shouldn't try to get too close to Lord Byron. He's the one who's kind of in charge of a lot of the expansionist policies that we have going on right now. He's very serious man and has quite a lot of connections to all the various different guilds that are very hard at work here. The main contractor of sorts, and it's very easy to get on his bad side. So I would just recommend just staying away from him.
Noted. Thank you very much. Some of my shipmate, he almost said shipmates, and he says, friends, I have heard that the rumors that the water is poisoned in the town. Have you heard anything about that? Do you drink the water from the town?
I do from time to time. I haven't really noticed too much about the actual water itself being terribly off. I have noticed these particular types of rumors. I do get the odd individual who's sort of ranting and raving on the outside of my shop from time to time, but I've not really noticed anything particularly strange. And though I will say that I haven't tested it myself, I'm not exactly a hydroxologist, so I wouldn't call myself an expert in these particular matters.
Soup thanks her and says, "You've been a lot of help, and I appreciate you working with me on this project. I'll share the finished product with you when it's, if it's finished." He kind of makes like a gnome joke, like that's something that that she knows what that means.
She seems in good spirits about not only your business but also your candor, and makes a note on her own um, list indicating that she's happy to know that you are uh, going to be returning in the near future. If you have any other projects that that you need to focus on or need to have access to or need materials for, do make sure that you keep me in mind.
I absolutely will, and I don't think I ever don't have any projects going on.
True.
And he's going to take his loot back to his shop. $900 gold lighter. I need to make that right now.
That's actually quite a bit lighter.
It is.
Yeah.
I only had 918, so yeah, it's like a lot lighter.
Probably should start changing that to platinum when it gets like over 500 or so.
That's fair. That's fair.
Aura and Raiko, you guys are heading over towards the mining part of the island of Grovair to do a little bit of recon. What's the strat? Who are you just going and just asking the closest people that you find?
I don't think we're doing recon. I think he wanted to spar with me
Okay.
to see what he can do now.
I know that's definitely something that's on his to-do list. Testing out what he can do for whenever that's going to be relevant.
You're muted if you're talking to us.
I was muted.
I
That
can
is
hear you.
correct.
Oh,
Okay, so we're definitely gonna go do that, but then also it makes sense that if we're going some places, keep an eye open, see if we notice anything. And you're talking about right here, right, Lindy?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna fly low to the water. I guess, or I don't know, whichever way seems like it would be most inconspicuous. And
Well, not flying.
Wouldn't it make more
farther.
sense to fly higher so no one would see us?
it depends on how cloudy it is.
You guys are trying to hide from an owl, which has an insanely good eyesight, and your plan is to fly high.
Sky
Your
high.
healer that you
Sky high,
wanted to heal you from your spar also can't fly.
She can
So I
carry
wouldn't.
I can carry you.
Yeah.
I can carry you and Goose.
Goose
I
can
can
fly.
carry up to.
How are you
I
gonna
can carry
spar
up to.
with that?
Goose can fly. He's fine.
I
Yeah,
can carry up
Goose
to
is-
300 pounds.
Goose can't carry me.
No, she's really strong.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
As
I-
long as you're
I could
not over
probably
300
carry
pounds,
you.
I got you.
No, I
But how
think
are you
she's
gonna
only 100
spar
pounds.
with 300 extra pounds?
We're not gonna spar in the air. We're going to a place where we can spar.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Mm.
fly there first.
Hidden
Yeah.
away. Like over here in this open area right here. But when we go over there, definitely check this area out here and see what we see.
Yeah, Ducky's only 100 pounds, so you can carry her.
We're not doing the whole
Yeah.
go up in the air and see what we can see kind of shit though.
Hmm.
Okay.
Part of the bird of
Giving
prey
me
that's looking for you.
PTSD from the fucking ocean town.
Yeah, like I would assume there's like waves going through here. We literally stay so close to the water that like if a wave goes like this, like it could even obscure like seeing us because we're staying so close to the water.
Fly low, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So I mean, when we come over here though, I guess we're gonna have to scout to see where we could even go to spar. So
There's loads of places. The beach is very vast. A lot of it isn't really used for any sort of comfort or anything along those lines. It's just more or less unused. There's plenty of cliff sides that don't seem to have any work being done on them. There's loads of sort of places where you guys can just have at it.
okay. Do we notice anything worth of note?
Give me perception checks.
Perception. Yeah.
We get to do rolls.
Imagine. Rolls in an RP session.
Who'd have thunk?
Crazy.
Roll, Ducky. Wait, does her Tressum get to do it since it's sentient?
Well, no.
I rolled a 21.
It's good.
So, well, the two of you don't really notice a whole lot because you're not very perceptive because you don't really care about that sort of stuff, just generally speaking. Or whatever the fuck the reason is. You got sand in your eye, whatever it is. Ducky, you do notice that here there is
Kennel.
a sort of shanty town that's been set up around various different parts of the main sort of southwestern cliff sides of this particular island that have been set up for various different workers in the mines that are meant for them to make use of. Many of the workers appear to be wearing yellow bandanas, almost like a uniform of sorts. And you
So
do
they're
notice that when you
gangs?
guys are like, if a uniform for a particular job you do is like a gang thing,
Do they have one pant leg rolled up and a bandana wrapped around a knee?
no.
You do that for a job?
I don't know.
But
Wants to
because
beat up a
they
guard. What gang are you in?
because they're raised here, because they're born here, because they're essentially like born to be miners for whatever sort of guild is responsible for that. And their sort of shantytown isn't exactly as pretty as the rest of the island. It is possible that they might not have the greatest of temperaments.
That's fair. Okay, so we see the yellow bandana shantytown.
Beyond that, the two of you, Aura and Raiko, land in the wherever you like to do it. I don't really,
Alright. Sure.
I don't really give a shit.
Just somewhere, whatever. And this doesn't need to be like, oh, I do this and you do that. You know what I mean?
But like, be creative about it. Like, what does this look like?
I think it's just literally like I want you to put all your defenses up because I'm also learning about her and what she can do. So I think the idea would be like here.
More so, how much punishment she can handle. So you came out here to beat up a girl.
No.
What it sounds like to me.
I came out
Or
here
get beat up by a girl.
to learn.
No, he came out there to beat
That
up a
one.
girl where no one could see him.
Yeah.
To get redemption for your
He's literally
Just
telling the
failure
girl-
last
see him
time.
get his ass beat by a girl.
He's literally telling the girl, "Don't attack me. Just defend yourself and see how
You
well
know
you
what?
can defend yourself."
I
against
came
me."
out here with 2 girls. Okay. All right.
And one of
If I-
them's talking like a crazy
Yeah, yeah,
person
yeah.
to a cat.
You wanted to beat up one girl, then you wanted the other girl to put her hands on you when you're done.
This is for
What a
the
creep.
arm wrestling. Biden blast.
What the fuck?
This Raiko the Unbroken is a creep.
I have a cloaca.
So just like
Oh, for fuck's sake.
narratively, cinematically speaking, if you had to describe what this particular fight looks like to the best of what you are looking to actually accomplish here, what does it look like?
To start off with, as soon as we'd go to start, Aura would enter her fixation, which is like her rage, like her hyperfixation. So
I'm sorry, her rage is being autistic.
her rage
Yes.
is hyperfixation. She
Yes.
would do it when she did acrobats and everything like that, like her acrobatics.
It's-
She would just hyper focus on what she's doing.
So she gets into the zone.
That's
She gets into the
crazy
zone
work.
basically.
That's crazy work. Autistic
Ultra
rage.
instinct.
But it's basically a hyperfixation, which would be her rage, technically. And then
You know what I think it would be? There's like a lot of movies when like somebody focuses and you see, like have you seen The Equalizer when he does that thing when he hyper focuses and he says he sees this guy over there, sees over there, and then he hits his clock to say 16 seconds, and then he's like, he's just hyper focused and he does like fucking crazy shit.
Or ultra
her
instinct,
eyes like
if you're DBZ.
narrow and like
Cause I like the idea that your rage is different in the sense that like you take half damage. So most barbarians, they take half damage because they're so angry they can't feel like a lot of pain, and they're so like muscular and they're so tense because of how angry they are that like their skin has itself become resilient. But for you, you're taking half damage because every time you do get hit, you're kind of half dodging it. It's almost
Yeah.
it's only like they're always just
Minimizing.
grazing you.
which also
Ultra
makes
instinct.
sense because I also am a monk.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. So the reason why you have so much HP is because you have so much energy, and you can just keep
Mhm.
fucking like dip and dodging around, generally
Yep.
speaking, to the point
Yep.
where
I
you
like
take
it.
very little bits of damage instead.
Dexterity barbarian. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Dip, dodge, and weave.
We.
Weave.
Actually, Dex
Um,
is my secondary. I still take strength as my highest.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but
Rago basically gaslit you into doing it.
Dexterity.
Her abilities are based on her strength stat.
I know. It just doesn't have great synergy with monk stuff, but whatever.
I promise it's a brilliant build.
Okay.
But
So yeah, you enter into your ultra instinct.
mhm.
Into your
She would
hyperfixation, your super focus.
probably grab her cat o' nine tails with her offhand and leave her one hand open for her her unarmed strike. So she would probably hit him first with the cat o' nine tails, then hit him the second time with her unarmed strike, use the monk focus point, to take another 2 like hits on him, unarmed hits. And then that would probably be her turn after like moving away a little bit.
So she's super fast, comes at you super fast, hits you like rapid fire many times. She's just dipping around you, Ryko. That's kind of
Yeah,
like the way that she tends to fight.
yeah. I think it's more like, she's like, all right, prepare yourself, and then I prepare myself, and then she comes at, you know what I mean? It's just like a mutual, all right, now my turn, now your turn, and we're going back and forth, and then there'll be moments where
Mhm.
we'll
What
be
is
like,
your
holy shit.
What does your new fighting style look like? Now that you're not using your echo to fight and you have these new magical powers, like what does that just generally? How does that look?
So I'm figuring that out now.
Okay.
But I do know I don't have Gregory. But I do have the ability to summon a familiar, and it's going to be an owl, who is going to be Gregory Jr.
It's
Oh,
Gregory's dead.
Gregory's son.
Yeah.
Gregory was
Gregory Jr. the
sacrificed.
owl.
After they get a little bit more comfortable, I would say on Raiko's next turn after they're comfortable, she would use her branches of the tree like say and to drag him like down from the air. And then he wouldn't be able to move, and then she would continue to beat his ass while he couldn't move.
Oh my god, it's Gregory.
Shit is crazy. Wow. What the fuck is that icon?
What? Did I miss something?
Gregory Jr. looks angry.
Wait, where is he?
Well, he was
Oh,
sacrificed.
Jesus.
The
Wait,
OG
where's
Gregory was
Jr.?
sacrificed.
I have
Father,
come here
feed
in
me.
vengeance.
I need to zoom
What did
in
you
like
do
a
to
lot
me?
to see
Why
him.
am I so small?
Yes, that's what happens when you make a deal
Oh
with the
god, he
warlock,
does
huh?
look pissed off.
I get a red-eyed owl. Yeah, that makes sense.
He looks just
You know
so
what's
mad.
fucking funny too? So I have the ability to look at the artwork, the token, and shit like that. So here's what it says the artwork is. Here's what it says the token is.
That's interesting.
And then when I put it on the screen, does that?
Way different.
That's hilarious. It's
I mean,
because of the
it's
deal.
you know
Like
what?
Soup said.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I'm about it.
You
Whatever.
know what? Put Captain Claw real quick in there. I want to see if he looks fucked as well.
What the fuck? Why is it rotating like this? What the?
Repeater.
You have to go to your settings, right click the icon, go to settings, and then there's in one of them.
Claw's just humongous.
So also, because since I'm not like as much of like a hey, I'm just gonna get in your face and then just unload onto you. There's a lot more strategy and positioning for her and I. So between us, just first off, seeing what we're able to take and what we're able to dish, right? We're figuring out, and we're learning from each other, like positioning, and we slowly bring Ducky into it too, because we realize that Ducky is our healer. And we're going to need to protect Ducky. So the three of us are trying to, because essentially we figure out that,
You play Protect the Ducky.
yeah, protect the Ducky, where her job is a particular way to protect Ducky, while my job is more of like a more direct way to try to like blast people away from her. But if they ever get to her, she's going to use her ability to basically grab them, take them to the sky, and then basically fuck them, right? So
Right
we're,
where everyone can see.
what do you mean? Well, this is like we're practicing. Well, not going super to the sky, right? But we're practicing like once we're in a battle, like that we need to like simulate, right? And the idea is we would all work together, like in as one to play protect the Ducty, essentially, yeah. And because she has abilities that she'll be able to heal everybody as long as she's able to just basically not be unconscious. Through her abilities, which she tells us about as well. So it's just like it's practice, just team practice.
You know,
Yeah.
if you didn't have wings, I would drop your ass.
Based.
What? Why?
Because we're sparring.
Well,
Why
I
wouldn't
have
I?
wings. I do have wings. Sorry.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about falling and getting really hurt.
And then Raiko's also discovering, I guess.
Oh, I see. She literally means I would drop you. I would like pick
I would
you up
drop you.
Yeah.
Yep.
and drop you.
I can, as long as they're 30 feet away from me, I can go 30 feet in the air, bring them 5 feet away from me, so I can put them 35 feet up in the air and drop them, so they
Yeah.
take fall damage, and then they get
Yeah.
0 movement after.
I will say, that damage-wise, probably not as worth it as just punching the shit out of them.
Yeah, but that I can do on the opponent's turn.
Yeah.
It's a reaction.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
reaction.
reaction to move 30 feet in,
Yes.
grab them, move 30
Yes.
feet up.
Oh
and
no!
then
If
drop
I'm
them.
already in the air, I can drag them 30 feet to me and drop them.
And it stops them from moving. I'm telling you,
I don't
Monday,
get to move, but if
it's
I'm
pretty
already in
crazy.
the air,
Yeah, World Tree's pretty neat.
It's pretty fucking insane. Her character is actually insanely cool. And it does crazy shit.
Oh, well, that's not really like.
it would really
Yeah,
only
yeah,
work
I
if I'm
would.
like already in the air flying.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just pulling people into you,
Yep.
and that's just
And
once
then
a turn, so
letting go.
not even like a big deal.
Yep, just drop. Hear a couple bones shatter.
Also, they can just grapple you.
Biden blast. Well, she'll be in the air for most of it.
I know.
They're just holding on to my leg, dangling for dear life.
I sent you proper tokens, by the way. Or,
Did
well,
you?
the Need for Fear D&D, I sent proper tokens for them.
Huh.
I'm going
Very
to keep my token for Gregory Jr.
I like
And
it.
if
I like that it's angry.
I like that it's just not a shadow, and I like that it looks like a...
No,
A
I like
comedy.
that it's demonically corrupted, just like Raiko is now.
Mhm.
Raiko's first tip of lean and immediately afflicted.
All right, so I guess we just do this for a few hours, and then
Yeah.
we'll
you,
do some more scouting and then head back.
Do some more scouting and reconvene and see what everybody else has found. Speaking of everybody else and what they found, it looks like the only people who are actually looking for information explicitly as their main goal. And their main goal
Is to blow up.
yeah. I got taught that meme by another one of my groups.
Hell yeah.
Would be Valgor and Crix and Neff. Yeah. So Valgor and Crix, you guys head into one of the various different sort of pseudo sailor bars, which are located very close to the docks for specific reasons. Entering inside, it is very clear that this place is trash in the way that it is, the way that it's set up. There's a couple of servers, but there's also just several women who are just sort of dancing around the place, wearing basically nothing, who are being approached by various different sailors who are asking them prices and getting quoted prices back to them. There are a number of tables that have been set up for card games or dice games of various different sorts. The place kind of smells like fish, just generally speaking. It's definitely a trashy place for sure.
like fish.
Smells like fish.
Blah.
I kind of like the
So-
fish smell. It reminds me of cooking days.
I was about to say your mom, but just
This motherfucker.
This guy over here is really gonna say that my mama smelled like fish. Fuck you, Raiko. Your mom's so fucking free that I found her in a fucking thrift store.
Don't you know? So Crix goes up to the bar. Goes, 3 drinks, and is anyone running these card games, or is there a table free for me to start one?
Please set up whatever you want there, mate. 3 drinks. It's gonna be 3 hours, and can't really say it's gonna be all that honeyed or whatever, whatnot. But it is very cheap. There's only gonna be 3 copper coins for that. And if you want some water, you just let us know. We'll bring a pitcher over.
All right, go ahead and slap down the 3 copper. What was it? 1 silver is 10 copper. And then
Passing
Sorry,
by
I'm
and
just-
going to set up your own card game, you sort of pass by one of the servers is doing a little bit of sweeping near one of the card games, and you see this frustrated looking sweaty soldier sailor who is like one of his legs is restless as he's looking at his cards, and the server like sweeps right near his feet because there's like bits and pieces of dried up cheese that's just like piled around his feet, and he's just like, what the are you doing? Server's like, I'm just cleaning. I don't need you to clean, okay? Like, you what? Because it's cheese? I like cheese around my feet. Let the cheese go, okay? I need everything to just stay the way it is right now. Freaking out. I've lost 25 gold so far. This is bullshit.
Getting
That's a
glancing
lot of
past
money.
his getting a look at his cards as I pass the table. Can I get a glance at the opposing player's cards?
You go around in a circle and sort of very sneakily get a glimpse of the various different cards. And while the soldier, the sweaty man himself, does appear to have a good hand at the moment, there is one of his opponents who clearly has a better one. And the sweaty soldier is just like he's got a fucking vein popping right now. He's just looking at his 3 other player opponents here and just gritting his teeth, biting his lip, and just going, all right, are we gonna call or what?
The stressed out guy is the one who's asking if
Yeah.
the others are calling.
Yeah, I don't know if you got that from the fact that I shouted it unreasonably loud.
I just wanted to be sure. Okay. So then, yeah, I'm just waiting to see if the dude with the better hand calls. And then when it comes around for I guess the turn, or I take it they're playing poker.
Yeah.
Yeah, waiting for the turn. Is the turn the third flip or the final flip? Oh well, waiting for that, and then River's the final flip. So whichever where they are, the final flip for the round of betting. And before he would commit to another bet, I just kind of try to catch his eye and like either a yes or a no, depending on how that better hand is dealt.
Throughout the course of the river and the flop, his hand remains strong, and is probably the second best amongst the 4 people there. One of the others kind of bowing out early because he has nothing, and another one who has not a strong hand, but something, who's just kind of staying in and seeing whether or not he can psych the other ones out. The one with the actual strongest hand though is pretty confident and pretty happy about what's about to happen as he asks the his other 2 remaining players and asks them a quick question of just like, so I'm gonna go ahead and raise here. Anybody want to call? And the stressed out gentleman kind of you see him like grip the table with one hand as he's just like, you fucking shit is what you are.
Can I get a glance to see if there's any kind of sleight of hand going on by the person with a stronger hand?
Give me perception.
Oof. No matter what, it's a 10.
Not that not that you know, but you're listening to the stressed out soldier guys. He's just like, listen, I don't know what you think. You're psyching me out to make you think that I think you have a strong hand or something like that. But there have been 4 face cards played in just the last fucking round. No shuffle. There's 2 face cards on the fucking table right now. What the fuck do you think you have? Well, the confident player is still confident. Do you choose to help him or not?
I don't know how I could help him.
A little bit of sleight of hand, probably from by switching one of the guys' cards from the deck without him noticing.
So um, I mentioned to the 2 to some of the sailors in Valgor, excuse me. Y'all get into a quick argument over there on the other side of the table. As a form of distraction, and then I try to get a sleight of hand to see if I could help out the stressed out dude.
Okay, I'm sleight of hand. Oh, I will say on that too. But again, you are a min 10 guy, so you do a quick switch as the final chips are put in, and everyone starts to show their cards. You flip one of the winner's cards back into the deck and slide another card out, put it in to make it so that his hand does not actually match anymore. And it's actually it essentially crumbles into nothingness in front of him as he puts it down and looks confused as he looks to the cards. I swear that was a flush. Well, looks like a fucking big fat fucking nothing to me. It's like, no. That was a flush. Looks like I win this one. All right, that's half my winnings back anyway. Something definitely wrong here. Someone did
as
something.
they're arguing amongst all of this. I'm kind of fading away into the crowd a little bit, and I cast Whispering Presence again on myself.
I love the idea of you just kind of like doing the switch and just like standing up straight and then just T-posing and just disappearing
Yeah.
in the shadows.
My job is done.
Chaos has been sowed. Well, that's what you guys are up to at the moment. But we will continue on with your investigation next time, as we are a little bit past. Though, before we go, let's do some affirmation, shall we? I think everybody did a fantastic job today. Starting off with Hippo.
Let's see. Who do I give this to? I think first, I would want to give it to Jeff, just because I like his voices. And for the second one, it will be for Chaz, because he overcame his phobia of doing the voice for Soup without a mask.
I still have it though, if I need it.
But you don't need it anymore. It's not needed.
Now that you said it, I'm afraid again. you called me out.
And yeah, I'll leave others open because there's going to be a lot of people giving them out. So
Alrighty. Jeff.
I think I'm going to give it to Topi for Valgor and the silencing of Crix of the nope, I'm not going to deal with this. Just boop.
Like, nope.
He could tire himself out.
And it's far too
The
loud.
toddler is
I think that's a
cranky.
good characterization of Valgor.
The toddler is cranky. Where is my NyQuil?
Let him cry it out. Cry
I will
themselves. to
kill
sleep.
you.
Does this rag smell like chloroform to you?
Does smell a little bit like chloroform. Madison.
I really liked the disappointed dad moment. That was I think my favorite today. It was
yeah,
just
that
like,
too.
You made a vague deal with a woman who won't identify herself to you
Dude, if
for
we're like,
power.
dude, honestly, when we have to give out things for like how people like do with their characters and shit, Chaz is like, it's like he went to college for this shit. Like he literally trained for years for this moment before he comes and does the shit he does. It's
I just know how he thinks is all.
and you
That's
nailed it.
not
You like
all.
rubbed salt in the wound.
Like just listening to Lundy, who is also trained for this moment, talk to you, who is super trained for this moment, when y'all were having your back and forth with gnome to gnome shit. It's just it's high quality, and it's so good to watch. It's like Netflix. No, it's like HBO Max. I don't know what's better than all those. I don't know.
I don't know.
Disney Plus because it comes with Hulu, and if you get a little bit extra, HBO Max.
I'm assuming you're
And then you
breastfeeding,
give
by the
Baba
way.
your money.
I don't breastfeed. No, he's just on screen because he's cranky.
Oh, gotcha.
He's bottle fed.
Speaking of Dad.
Oh, my favorite has just been Jeff all around, like his commitment to the bit and the character and the voice, and it's not just the voice, it's the whole all commitment all around. Like he's I can already see that there's going to be a lot of fun, but already his just a little bit of interaction that he's had as the character focus. I just kind of love where that's going. I love the definitely two sides to the character. I really like that he's definitely probably hiding something and probably is letting on more than he knows about this particular organization. I just really like the whole of the character is intriguing to me. I think you're doing a great job with him. So thank you for that.
Thank you. I do want to notice I figured his voice really came in with the what's it, is it like the the trembling or like the in the cadence within like the I don't know, something about from how I did his voice last week to after I did the whole freak out. I think he found his voice, and I'm very happy
Yeah,
with it. So
yeah, yeah.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I think it's
Both of his
great. I
voices,
really think it's
masked and
great.
unmasked.
And then a very small one that I also want to give to Raiko for literally having to come in there with his proverbial tail between his legs because he knew that that would be the most disapproving conversation he was going to have, and I think that he played it out really well. I think that that felt really natural between the two characters, and it wasn't forced and it was great. So thanks for that too.
Toby.
Me,
Ye-
I liked Hippo's whole conversation with the assuming some kind of hag, probably. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna have to go back and watch that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's good.
The Lady of the Coast.
yeah,
Whatever
because
the
that,
fuck she is.
because that's one of the possible patrons or whatever for Warlock. So I'm just assuming.
I am part Warlock now, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you definitely took unprecedented power for basically no cost. I can't wait to see how that comes to bite you in the ass later in the line.
Same.
But yeah, I like the way you dealt with it. You were just like, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'll take your help. Fuck it. It's like I was like, you're not gonna ask it like why, like what it was.
Oh, he asked. He asked plenty of questions.
Yeah.
It's just you never gave him a straight answer.
She
That pissed
would
him
have.
off.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm
But he signed that contract anyway, and that's what's the
Yeah.
important takeaway.
yeah. That's the important take.
He's like, are the two people that we left with you happy?
Yeah,
I'm taking care of them.
Sure.
I can't speak to whether or not they're happy. That's up to them.
I
reading some
I
books.
thought about asking to talk to Winner.
Oh, it was that same
Nyla, yeah.
being that
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
left him
Naira.
with. Okay.
Yep.
I was very disappointed that you didn't ask for her name.
He
I
did. He
did.
tried.
He did.
I did.
No, as in the quotations of what normally fake creatures are fucking assholes. Like, can I
Oh.
have your name? Type shit.
Oh, because it gives you like power against them or something.
Mm. Yeah, that's why I asked if you knew her
No,
name.
it's
and
you
you're like,
literally
no, I
take
don't.
their name. Fake creatures are fucked up like that.
Yes.
They're
Can
like
I have your
they
name?
are
Oh yes,
very
thank you.
literal. It's like,
The
can I
name
have
is
your
mine
name?
now.
Yeah. So you lose your name. You can't say it. You can't like.
Not even just
introduce
not. It's
yourself
not even
anymore.
just names. Sometimes it'll be like, yeah, I'll guide you through here. Can you just give me a moment? And then you give them a moment, and they're like, thanks. And they take like one moment in time and decide to make it, like stretch it out into eternity, where you are just like their dog now.
Yeah,
Like,
shit
like
like that.
they just turn everything into fucking something crazy.
Fake creatures are just evil.
Just don't even
most of
talk
the
to him.
time.
Don't make eye contact with him. Don't talk to him. Move
Yeah.
right past.
Whenever like
Certainly don't sign
There's-
deals with them.
don't
I'm fine with signing deals with them because here's what I do. If I know I'm going in,
I did it. It's done. All right.
I go talk to a Fae. I go talk to like an in-game.
I don't want to be a
of something
cripple.
of the sort, and I just have them fucking draw up an NDA, and I say to any Fae like, "I'm willing to talk to you if you just sign this."
Yeah.
That makes me think of that that SCP about the desk that creates the contracts, and they sent in the lawyer, and he negotiated with the being for 3 days, and then just kind of went into a coma.
It's fucking like one of the worst things you can do when a fake creature is present is take anything they're giving you or eat any of their food or anything like that. Because then you owe them, even if you didn't mean to, or even if it wasn't like present there, you owe them somehow or some way. They are fucked up, fickle little creatures, and I hate them, but I love them at the same time. Like
Them and Dresden
one
Files
slip up
is
and your
endlessly
whole
entertaining.
shit's fucked.
I still haven't gotten an affirmation from Haven.
Mine's gonna go to Ducky for the whole I think like 8 hours or so she stands over Raiko and just stares at him inches away from his face.
Are you okay?
Mhm.
Are you okay? I need
I
you to be
imagine-
okay.
I imagine she like barely blinked.
Yeah.
Ow,
I actually
you
think that
let
she
go.
didn't do like a ton of like but I thought the parts she did were really quirky and super good and true to character that made me like smirk because they were just well acted, I guess.
Absolutely. I agree.
Like where she was just so concerned to be like, give him his mask back. He's sad, just like because she's like this, fairy, or she's like not the fairy, but like
Mother
this,
Goose.
Yeah, well, just like a very kind person that just came from the forest that lived with like a few people, like in this communist, area.
Completely naive.
Yeah, where she's just like,
Uh-huh.
why? Don't do that.
It doesn't get the mask.
There's no consequences to
It needs to earn
masks.
I just like her quirkiness for how she plays it is very entertaining.
It puts
Yeah.
the mask on, or it gets the hose.
Yeah, I think everybody did a great job. So
Yeah,
great job.
Did
I really
Madison,
also
did
like
Madison give
Soup's
a
roleplay.
The
Yeah.
what?
that everybody
I
did?
liked the disappointing dad moment.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nice, like daddy.
I
Um,
really enjoyed listening to Soup's roleplay with the other gnome.
Mm.
That was also fun.
Gnomes got to stick together, and now there's
Yeah.
there's Crix is a gnome too, so he's just a different type of gnome, a short folk.
He's a
Crick seems to
PTSD gnome.
be Crick seems to be a bit not all there, so just slightly paranoid, if I may say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking
But
Our
forward
net-
still
to
very cool, very
Aura
good.
and Soup beginning to a relationship soon.
I don't think that they know each other.
I'm sure Aura will find someone that catches her fancy at some point.
I will laugh my
Um,
ass off if it ends up being Chef's character.
I hope.
Him just being like a little like fucking freak, and she's just like, I love little freaks.
I hope his absolute
She
lunaticness
is
and
a
her
circus.
nonchalantness
Yeah.
that would go so well together.
But then that means she's going to be kidnapped by a crime syndicate.
No,
I
I mean they
do-
could
That
try.
yeah, but that probably happens anyway. So like,
I mean,
Yeah.
content.
All right. Well, our next session is on the 12th. Is everyone going to be okay for that?
should
Yeah,
be.
should be.
Should be.
Okay. Well then, I will expect everybody here on the 12th. And nobody fishing.
Nobody is fishing.
I want to go deep
No
sea fishing
fishing.
so bad. That sounds so cool.
You live
But
on
but I also have
Yeah,
a
I
little
was
bit of
about to say-
thalassophobia, so.
I
Harpy, say
mean,
hi.
in Finland, aren't there like a billion boats
Say
there
hi.
that you can just go by and just be like, can I join?
My geography is not great. but I
Motherfucker
think
just
Finland
said.
is a
Motherfucker
peninsula.
just said. Aren't there like billion boats you can just go by? Like I'm not
Well, go
living off of
join.
welfare, barely managing myself.
You want to say hi?
No, like I actually know a lot of guys who go fishing that
You wanna say hi?
like you could literally just be like, hey, I really want to
I
go
think
fishing.
go by is in go alongside.
Yeah, especially in a place like Finland, I think. No.
And you're like, hey bros, you like fishing? I
There,
like
there
fishing.
are a
Should we
lot of
fish together?
boat owners. They're also quite old and very rich.
Mm.
Yeah, that tracks.
You say hi?
All right, see you
Unfortunately,
guys next time.
not me.
Ow.
Bye.
Ow,
Have a nice
ow,
night.
ow, ow. Let go. Ow. Ow.
All right, I'm stopping recording.
Fucking hell.